Mase uyangitshela ukuthi ngiyabuyela mina ngendlini. Ubugijima sihlangana la kumalibongwe wena usuyabuya kodwa. Can you ukuthi I'll never race you again for the rest of my life.
Yeah, no. That's painful.
I'll never race you. You've broken me. I'm not seeing painful. You walking back. Because then you're like, Debs beat me. I don't want to get to a point where people say they beat me.
Yeah, I know.
Or to break you.
Now I believe in making things hard.
I want to record Exeni on Christmas, at afternoon Christmas, on the 26th.
That's me.
So that when they see, they're like, he's not normal.
That's what I also want.
Ngejimini ngirekhode, ngibuye ngejimini.
Exactly.
Ngisuke futhi ngirekhode, bese ngejimini futhi ngiphuze. Yabona, if there's one thing that I know is how good my recovery is. Mina ngiphuze, bona nje yaphuza lenje. Kade siphuza lenje. Yaphuza. Ngo6 ngisejimini, kuthiwa kanjani? Kuthiwa is not human. He's not human. No, he's not human.
You must separate yourself from children.
So anyway, what you guys thinking about compose?
You mustn't play, man. You must extend the gap.
I want to. It's also a mental thing because I want them to realize that I'm not competing with them.
Yeah. I want to show them how lazy they are.
No, I don't want to show them how lazy they are. I want to break them to a point where they accept. It's almost like
accepting what? That they're lazy.
Where they are. It's like look, there's people that have private jets.
Sure.
They're so far that you don't compete with them. You don't even think about competing with them. They're like, oh, okay. They like competing with Iron Man who move. He's so far that I'm not even a concept to compete with.
Yeah, that is true.
I'm not in the scope of envy and jealousy. Are you jealous of Drake? No, because it's too far.
Fair.
There's certain people or the director or avatar, they're so far that they're not people that you are striving to become in the next 2-3 years.
No, that's fair.
Yeah, what was fair? They are 50 years. They might be 2 generations above you.
That's fair.
You understand? Mina ngisho naseJimini.
The way we're faring ngakhona is you remind me of James Cameron.
Sure, are we filming, Dube? Smallanyana, countdown, just so we are aware.
Aye, wena man. James Cameron.
Ngathi professionalism is here.
Next door, man.
You guys are filming like Eli next door. I mean, I'm not used to these fucking conditions. This is not how I film.
Is it?
Why are you so angry?
Carry on, James Cameron, whatever pop point you're about to make, please make it.
Drink your appetizer. Drink your appetizer.
Uzongqosha phansi. Uzongqosha.
Yes, before you go to James Cameron, it's fucking hot, guys.
Yeah.
Before you go to James Cameron, I want to give a shout out to, I didn't get this person's name.
Okay.
I think their name on Twitter is Mand. M-A-N-D.
M-A-N-D.
But their handle is @Mandus_Mans. I sold them a t-shirt and a book, my merch.
Sure.
Nice.
And they added $50. I sent you guys a screenshot.
Oh, nice, yes.
And they were like, say $50 for my chance to buy the appetizer. So
thank you so
this
much.
is not paid promotion by these guys, even though it should be.
Who bought that?
But it's from @Mandus_Mans.
Thank you
on
so
Twitter.
much.
Thank you so much for the babes.
Appreciate you.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And then I also want to say a shout out to Nhlanhla Zulu, the guy on the train.
Of course.
In Cape Town. I told him to DM me on one of the episodes.
Sure.
And he DM'd me and I sent him my merch as well. He insisted on paying for the postage, but outside of that, because he's waiting for my chance merch. I sent him mine, but what he actually wants is a merch.
I'm actually I'm actually in Cape Town now, 2nd week of Jan. So it would be nice just to catch a coffee.
Is he gonna see you?
No. I think send him a DM.
I'll DM him.
This is what I was saying.
Oh yes, because of when the episode is dropping.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You smart.
Yeah,
I'll write it on one of the comments.
I fucking hate the fact that we film in advance. I've said this to you since we first started filming.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Is it one of your red flags?
Your pet peeve.
I hate that we film in advance. I fucking hate that we film in advance because we can't if we discuss current affairs, they become stale by the time
Who
the guys
says
see
it
them.
becomes stale?
Why are you so angry?
Who says it becomes stale? Is that an imagination in your
so
mind?
Angry.
Here's the problem.
You're so angry.
You're probably gonna watch something from that happened last week today.
Where's those brownies that you're trying? I'm brownie appetizer. Guy's angry.
Anyways,
I don't know
those
what
are the only announcements I
James
wanted to make.
Cameron. He's being angry.
Boy. No, but you have a point. I think maybe what we should do is that if something very serious, sit drop the next week. But we did that on the show, Mlotshwa. Those episodes
But
where
only
you
if
like
it's serious. My point is, let's rather not discuss current affairs here at all.
no.
So why was
Vuvuzela.
Blowjob.
muzzle?
Huh? A rim. Yeah,
Muzzle.
Yenzani bafethu, kwenzakalani na?
Muzzle. Lento babe vala umlomo.
But masking tape.
Why is those masking tape la? Why
It's
is
just not nice for the audience.
What's none?
Because I'm part of the audience and I'm a normal human being.
Oh,
Why the
and
fuck would I-
we are not.
Why the fuck would I want to listen to?
I'm part of the audience that's.
Why would I
that's
want to
like
listen to
stale
niggas
news.
speak about the SIU and Presley and Mini and Terry Peto in
Why?
February 2026 when the story was in December?
No, there's no such a thing. Like I think so yahlanya.
Senyahlanya.
All right? Medula.
Uthathe glass yaba. I only check la yami lapha.
What are you saying about James Cameron?
No, man. On a serious note, you have a point. But I do think we can find a balance of. I think if it's a serious thing, we can drop. But I think of Mini Lamini, Bo Presley, I don't think that honest is like an immediate thing.
If we discussed it today
Yeah.
and we dropped it tomorrow, the views were going to be fire.
Or you want it for the views.
It's not for the views, it's for the relevance. For the relevance.
Relevance is views.
By the
damn it.
time you're discussing G20 in March 2026, we're like, but G20 was last year.
Yeah, but if
boss."
you have a different perspective about it, it's fine.
It's not a different perspective, it's the right perspective. Yours is wrong.
God said.
This is your
on day
Sasha.
one,
Is this your Sasha Fierce voice?
God said on
Is
day
this
one,
is this Eminem?
there will be pain.
Marshall Mathers.
Wavela uPenwell. Ayenza yonke into. Day 7 will be another Penwell.
Awuchaze phela alter ego yakho yini isidakwa
Fucking
esihleli
right.
tavern. That's your alter ego. You're channeling i-uncle esetavern.
No, you have a point, man.
James
I
Cameron.
think things that are serious.
James
we
Cameron
must
is the
avoid
Avatar.
them.
Is the Avatar.
Avatar.
Avatar guy. We went to watch Avatar.
Hey,
Where were you? Where were you? Can I ruin it for you?
He said, no, you can. I have no problem.
James Cameron is the second highest grossing
Yeah.
movie director of all time.
They all die. Saqala nje. And then from there,
Dude, you can tell me everything. I'm going to watch it on IMAX. No more angela sonki store. I'm going to
basically SpongeBob.
Even though by the time this comes out, this won't be relevant. I'm kind of sad that sometimes you get deprived because of the geography that you're in. So one of the reasons, and I guess this is their way of trying to get people into cinema, one of the reasons people went to watch Avatar is because the prologue for the Odyssey was put in before Avatar Fire and Ash. I don't know if it's 15 minutes or something, but it's basically like a piece of the movie. Yeah, Christopher Nolan, that's dropping next year, July 2026. In South Africa, because they claim it's got like a 13 or 16 age restriction, we don't get to see it, or we didn't get to see it.
Oh, snap.
So we missed out on the Christopher Nolan, the Odyssey prologue because of age restriction. In South, which doesn't make
So it
sense.
plays before the Avatar movie.
Yes. There are
It
many
has nothing
people
to do with Avatar.
There are many people that went to watch Avatar to see that. To see the prologue.
So what's the one that's on YouTube? Is there a short version?
That's a trailer.
Or a trailer?
That's just a trailer. Yeah. The prologue will probably drop any time from now. But
And
the
we
bottom
didn't see
line is
that
there
on
were people
IMAX.
that wanted to see it on the IMAX
Eish,
because it was filmed for
Yes.
the IMAX as well. Matt Damon, I think I saw Anne Hathaway, I think I saw Ethan Hawke, I saw Tom Holland. I know. Christopher Nolan, sorry. Yeah, Christopher Nolan is the best movie director.
No, that's a fact.
No.
No. That one is a fact.
My two
It's a
cents when it
fact.
comes to that, guys, please, if you can, move from small towns. I know violence, you like small towns. kumnandi. No, there's opportunities here, bro. You just come on IMAX, nan. There's people that don't even know what you're talking about. Not because Bazi Dome or what, but it's not relevant. It's mostly in one KZN, you know, and getting all the way to Joburg just for a movie, going all the way back. Yeah, but
Especially a Most expensive
Especially,
movie.
yeah, but so like guys, if you can, like let's say Tisha apply uzofundisa la rent back.
That's capitalism. Sorry, speak about James
No, it
Cameron.
is, bro.
Speak about James Cameron. I want you to speak about the expensiveness of movies,
Okay.
Yeah, that thing. Oh, no. I was just linking to the point in
which is so far ahead.
yeah, some people are so far. James Cameron made a statement, was it 2 days ago? He's like, I'll never work with Netflix. Linking to what you say, I want to work with Netflix. The guy is so far, he's like,
Yeah.
James Cameron is the second
Never.
highest grossing director of all time. I think his movies have made over 9 billion.
Yeah,
Number one is Steven Spielberg.
Spielberg.
Oh.
I think Christopher Nolan.
But Spielberg is not Star Wars.
No,
Ubalo.
Luke.
no, that's George Lucas, and there's
Yeah.
someone else as well.
Lucas.
Yes. So,
But George Lucas, I don't even think is in the top 10.
Spielberg is E.T.
Jurassic Park.
Yo.
But if you look at his
Have you watched Munich?
Jaws, if you look at his filmography, it's ridiculous.
Have you seen Schindler's List?
He made money before money existed.
Come on, man.
He's been making money.
Spielberg.
Yeah,
But he's at over 10 billion.
no.
But from I just don't remember the list.
Money that's
James Cameron at number 2 because of Titanic and the Avatars. I forgot who number 3 is, but number 3 is at like 6 billion. Some of the guys that are in the top 10, it's unfair because the movies that they released, you're like, I get it. Like the Harry Potter series
yeah, sure.
and the Lord of the Rings. So you're like, when you look at their filmography, the directors, it's not vast. It's just
One
because
or
of
two.
those. Or Peter Jackson. Peter Jackson is Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
I forgot the guy who does Harry Potter. So because of those, they just bump them up. Whereas these other guys, they've got a range.
Consistent.
Sure.
But Christopher Nolan, in my opinion,
He's the best director of all time.
and people can disagree with me, is the best movie director of all time.
Nolan.
all time.
Ubalo.
He's the guy who did Inception.
Okay.
He did Interstellar.
Yeah.
He did Tenet. He did the Dark Knight trilogy. You'd know.
Batman trilogy.
Yeah. So, and he's done Oppenheimer, and he's releasing the Odyssey that's coming out next year. So people are gonna go to the cinema not for Matt Damon, not for the story,
He's the only director.
not for the IMAX. They're going because it's Christopher Nolan. That's how big he is.
I think right now the people
Because I don't watch movies, it's Guy Ritchie from a storytelling point.
Karichi 4 is in my top 5.
Like his he made me go rewatch King Arthur with
King Arthur's amazing.
with that prodigal son type of breakdown, that whole biblical what. Masengibuga and his break. I'm just going, this guy, no ways. The layers. And then when Joe Rogan is asking him, he's like, no, people clean what they clean. I don't have to explain it. You just like good poetry.
He said
David
clean.
Fincher is always
He said
dope.
clean.
He said clean.
He said clean. Yeah.
Yeah, because I know you don't know those words.
I know those.
Those are not your words.
No, I knew those.
Clean.
Clean. I've said it many times.
I'm starting to watch
David Fincher is my
maybe number 3.
I think my number 2 or number 3.
He blame of-
I put a list on Twitter today.
He blame of-
He did Fight Club.
Yeah,
He
Fight Club.
did one of my favorite
House
movies
of
of all
Cards.
time,
Yeah.
Gone Girl.
Okay.
The Social Network, the story of Facebook.
Yeah.
He's amazing.
Yes, he's done Mindhunter and
You see, like with Fight Club, I watched the first time. Nah, watch it, great movie. Then I fell in love with Call You, The Shadow. Nah, and then you watch it, Fight Club again with that psychological breakdown of what it actually means, and you go,
but these guys are amazing.
it
man.
just like
Yeah,
the
no,
mind. It you realize with these guys are when they pitch something. You know, like when you listen to a song on your phone versus the car versus
Yeah.
Like you can't why you like deep house piece like hey bo can't think was something else. And once you can break down what they were trying to, you're like, yeah, okay, no, these guys are.
You and I might agree on the
incredibly
directors. Let's hear.
Did you are you on Twitter?
Yes, I am.
Do you read my tweets?
Nah, Facebook. Most of your stuff on Facebook.
Oh, because I posted this today. Some movie opinions. My top composers, my top directors, my top actors,
Go to directors.
my top movies.
directors.
Number 1, Christopher Nolan.
Number
Number 2, David Fincher. Who David Fincher just
I
hasn't
read
made
your
a lot
mind,
of
nigga.
movies.
I
but
read
I'll
your
tell
mind,
you,
nigga.
who David Fincher
He's a god.
David Fincher.
Fight Club.
We might debate this. I don't know if cinematography is the right word. There's something that David Fincher has on all the directors. I don't know what it's called. And I remember a guy made a video on YouTube trying to explain that Fincher movies sort of like steal your eyes and they leave you with a haunting feeling. because I didn't understand why I'd watch the social. I used to fall asleep to the Social Network. Gone Girl is not meant to be a movie you watch over and over. I used to watch it all the time. And there's something in the way he makes movies. I think he also did The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. That's very haunting. Seven, I think, is also him. And Fight Club was my favorite movie for the longest time.
Have you watched House of Cards?
I haven't. With Kevin Spacey.
That's David Fincher.
Apparently.
That's what made Netflix.
Love, Death and Robots. It's also David Fincher.
Yeah, you love that. Yeah, I haven't watched it.
Listen, this is my Penson.
Okay, sorry.
I've got Guy Ritchie at number 3. And the reason I'm at Guy Ritchie is because, look, I put Tarantino at 4.
I think that's a lie. Guy Ritchie.
By the way, Guy Ritchie and Tarantino are not in the top 20 of highest grossing. By the way. I was surprised by Tarantino because he's got about Kill Bill, Django.
Yeah.
Pulp Fiction, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood,
Pulp Fiction was dope.
Jackie Brown, Reservoir Dogs. But he's not in the top 20. His movies have made like 2 billion.
Pulp Fiction.
I'm saying that stack of movies should have made so much more.
Just that one movie, Ishama movie, I5.
You're right.
Yeah, but he flop on fit. There's some
but you think with just Reservoir Dogs and Pulp Fiction?
Never. Harry Potter.
Kill Bill.
No.
Kill Bill.
That's in Harry Potter.
And the Philosopher's Stone.
Oh my God. Bro.
So
when God reviews.
Quentin Tarantino loves dialogues.
Blind.
Yeah.
Very much.
Blind.
And when I was thinking of his dialogues, then I started thinking about Guy Ritchie because Guy Ritchie's dialogues are the best. They're the most quotable for me. Snatch is it The Gentleman. The chats that Amachita have, it's this. His movies have a lot of Amachita just behind.
Yeah.
Okay.
So tell me something I don't know. Hey, listen here.
Rock and roller.
No, I can buy
Amachita
that.
pay to just chat.
Sure.
There's a lot of chatting.
Snatch is my favorite movie of all time.
I can buy
Bad
that.
to the bone.
The one thing I don't like about James Cameron, I've got him at number 5. James Cameron, I think has got
is your number 3, dog.
No, he's definitely not. James Cameron, I think, has got an ego problem, which I don't like.
Yeah.
Unlike Christopher Nolan, James Cameron wants everyone to come to the movie for him and him alone. Which means his storyline is whack. His storylines are whack. Titanic, Avatar, his stories are whack.
Why do we go back?
The character developments are non-existent.
But remember, he's the one that he loves the merge of cinema from a storytelling perspective and the technology.
I don't mind the technology. Look, Christopher Nolan likes science.
No, for sure. But some of the experience now is from Cameron in terms of from technology.
No, from technology, no one touches him.
Okay, cool.
So if we speak Titanic, we speak Avatar. That's what
you cannot.
You know.
Yeah.
Avatar,
sorry.
Sure.
Avatar for the first time, Donna. Okay, they did it to that movie where. Was it Brad Pitt? Was a young kid, man. And
the Curious Case of Benjamin Button. I think that's David Fincher as well.
Yes, I think it. Yeah, they started to create AI. Like this thing we speak about AI, man, how AI works. They were exploring it a long time ago. James Cameron is like, nah, I want people to act. They must see themselves on the screen while they're acting in the bush. Mokichima in the studio, he was born a wee baba.
He delayed Avatar for 13 years or something because he was waiting for the
he's
technology.
Like, I'm waiting for the technology. He's like, when I want these people to act, I don't want them to imagine it. I don't want to say to them, think you're in it. He's like, no, he feel the Kichiman was born at that. He puts all the animals, real engines there now. I'm like, you can't mess with that. So I think for me, one of the reasons why I still love him is the technology, man. He makes sure that
you can't deny him. His movies are large scale. So his stories are whack. The other thing is, this is what I'm saying about ego.
Yeah.
He doesn't cast big names. Christopher Nolan is not scared of big names.
Yes!
He'll bring DiCaprio, Christian Bale, Hugh Jackman,
Big names have big egos.
Michael Caine. Christopher Nolan can bring anyone, and because he's so amazing, your big name disappears into the movie.
That's Guy Ritchie.
Guy Ritchie also doesn't mind big names.
Idris Elba, Brad Pitt. He can do it, bro. He can bring a big
Tom
name.
Hardy.
Tom Hardy.
Of which Christopher Nolan cast Tom Hardy. Heath Ledger.
He can bring him, and you can bring him as a support. Imagine bring a person as support. You're gonna be Robin.
You haven't seen Interstellar? Matthew McConaughey, Anne Hathaway, Jessica Chastain, and they disappear in the movie because the movie is so phenomenal.
You forget to put one table, just them. Ah, man, come on, man.
And he doesn't like CGI. He does all his stunts himself.
But Tarantino can also do that.
Do what?
That bring big names.
Tarantino also doesn't struggle. I think James Cameron has got an ego
Samuel
problem.
L. Jackson in Pulp Fiction. But in Pulp Fiction,
John Travolta was a big deal at that point as well.
Who's that lady? Shit. She does kill.
Uma
Code.
Thurman.
I'm like, yes, no. The way that once you can just
There's Harvey Keitel. There's
actor.
There's Ving Rhames.
Actor.
Sure.
When I learned to ban,
You know, there's a movie I saw it twice. The greatest game ever played. It's a movie, golf.
Good
What
movie.
an insane movie, man. And I forgot who's the director. He's
Let me
not
go
in
back
one
to
of
the
those-
cinema. So we went to the cinema.
Yeah.
Went to the cinema. It was myself and my three boys. My three boys wanted to watch that premiere launch here, SpongeBob. Yeah, one. Their bill ended up with them, just their tickets
Bonabali 3.
by 3 and their snacks. It was 980 something.
That doesn't make sense.
My 980 something. My bill was 400 rand for Avatar.
Spend
and my
like
snacks.
1.3.
More, yeah. Bro, for 4 people.
Or such 4 people and children.
And I'm a popcorn, I'm a medium, I'm a popcorn. Not with my fancy, what my popcorn now. And I'm like, this is not sustainable. We can't do this every month. As an
I
example.
won't make this a topic. I'll make a separate video for this. This topic it really chows me, and I think I'm gonna make a 1 hour video.
But
They're starting to make it feel like Nati, they're doing it on purpose now.
Let me give Stir
No,
Kiniko-
there's no way.
Look,
It's like they're doing it on purpose.
I'm gonna give Stir Kiniko some love because this is fair. They've hooked us up with some free tickets. I don't know if that's for everyone. I think some of us are in privileged spaces.
Being your fair doesn't make sense.
No, it's not
Yeah,
fair.
you can give them a shout out for yourself.
Yeah, but because look, I said it on Twitter. They engaged me. We were in DMs.
Sure.
So they were like, okay, we get it. Father, wow. Because sometimes you also need to knock for someone to open the door.
No. We speak about.
No, it's very expensive.
Yeah, you're
we
right.
started off with that. It's very
You're
expensive.
speaking about people losing jobs. You see the trend. This is not like back in the
No, I
day
agree.
where
I agree. I agree.
where
I
Netflix
fully
came up
agree.
with a new technology
No, I
and
fully
Blockbuster was sidelined. You know, Young John. This is not the what boom, the internet boom.
Yes.
It's not that era where we're like, will this thing work? Will it not work? You know, there's YouTube. You know, there's Netflix. There's Disney.
'Cause New Metro
you
is
can
coming
see
in-
good buffet too.
Because with the same thing at
what
New
is the
Metro, I
plan?
would have paid like half of that.
Nah, dog. They must get a flipping new CEO because right now it seems like they're saying, you know what, we don't care.
Yeah. No,
That's how it is. No, it's like buffet. Even if this
Yeah,
thing shuts
young
down.
she's on the topic here, but
Yeah,
I'm not
let them
going to
in
engage.
Engage.
No,
This thing-
I wrote a long piece.
No, he's been speaking about it.
A year or 2 ago.
Yeah.
Stir Kinoko engaged me.
Yes.
I've reposted it again. They've engaged me again.
Did you get some free tickets?
There's an influencer job we did together, and I got tickets for one movie. But that's not important, and that's not how I was reaching out to them. Yeah, but to be honest, you know, no, I'll get it. Thank you. I appreciate the gesture, right?
Yeah.
And for me, when
But
I
it's a
enga-
business model.
He was trying to save the business.
when I engage them, I'm not trying to. I'm not trying.
I agree.
Guys, I'm not listening. When I engaged them, I wasn't trying to be like, "Hey, see me?
Yeah.
Can we collabo?" It wasn't Thibaut Touch.
But that's what I'm
Data
saying.
must
You
follow
didn't go there for
Zanentien.
that.
Sure.
Sure.
So I'm re-engaging them now, and I really hope something comes of it. Not just for myself, but also for them, number one, but also for movie lovers. Because you also forget the business model.
No,
There are people that love
no.
cinema.
The tickets thing wasn't because I was complaining. It's because when we watched, there was a problem with the 3D what. And there was a glitch.
At the IMAX, yeah, towards the end.
Then we couldn't watch and then they apologized. Because there was
I think for
a
like the
problem
last
with
20 minutes or something.
So it was that. It was almost like finding a hair in your food. Sorry. And then you get like another plate.
Did
so
you
it
just
wasn't
feel
because,
like getting up, Fitz? I'm right here.
I'm
right here.
So it wasn't because I was just complained type of thing.
Sure.
Yeah.
My point is I've got a long list and I've got a long list of solutions. And I wrote a post on LinkedIn, it went viral. I put on Facebook, it went viral. I put on Twitter, it went viral. This was a year or 2 ago. I've posted it again.
Viral.
I'm hoping to engage, but whether they engage or not, I want to make a standalone video just addressing them.
Sure.
And if they don't use it, it's for New Metro or anyone else who's serious.
Okay.
I want to do a similar video for Pick and Pay. My heart is sore for what's happening with the Pick and Pay. Now, but they look like they also doing it on purpose because you can see what's happening with double checkers.
Yes.
But it's like you're not even trying.
Yeah.
And some of these brands, besides the jobs,
Yeah.
are brands you grew up with. Raymond Ackerman is an icon. Sure. So why would you not? I worry also, maybe not Pick and Pay per se, I worry about Toaster Kinoko because I think last I checked it was under Tsoho-san.
Yes.
Once you're under a holding company, then it becomes a huge conglomerate where you're just one of the products. And you're like, why don't you just rather unbundle and give it to people who are actually passionate about film to actually do this? Because their thing will be money, but their thing will also be like, we just want a great experience for when you know when you listen to Abu Nolan, Abu Quentin Tarantino speak about the first time they went to the cinema, their eyes literally light up. Now to take that away from people, which is why these guys are trying to save cinema, but they're not going to win. You need someone who's got that eye to be like, I want a kid to want to go there.
Yeah.
But the reason that the parent says no can't be, it's too expensive. I've seen how you get when you're there. I see how excited I see how knowledgeable you get. Now you want to study history because of the Odyssey. Mom, do you know Greek mythology? Now you want to study Heath Ledger and act. You're so my child is now engrossed in a subject. But I can't go to the movies if it's going to cost me 1,000 rand.
Because people are like,
I can't afford it.
Because people are asking me, so don't you have discovery points?
Who the fuck cares about Discovery and Vitality?
Now,
man.
Now you have to be like,
the snacks are too expensive by far. By far,
boy. Popcorn like this.
So
some little popcorn and the juice. You're paying like 150.
100 and something.
For like a little popcorn like this and some juice, and you're thinking like, come on, boy. You can't be making the margins. I'm not saying don't make a profit. I'm just saying, Wuti, don't be a fucking.
It's exactly what's happening now.
I nearly said something. Don't be a. Not pussy is easy. I nearly said something. Oh no! I nearly said something that was gonna get us cancelled.
Okay. It's like what's happening now with the
Eric Cartman knows where I was going with this.
With the Chinese cars.
I don't know what you're
Apparently, in VW, they took down their prices, man, by 80,000 in South Africa. Yes, I think it's VW.
Sure.
I think it's VW because they realize that they can't compete now with Cherry, now with
I must actually
have you seen Ford?
In
Ford is now premium because they discontinued the Fiesta and all the entry level.
Yeah.
So they're like, no, we're just gonna focus on the premium.
Okay.
So that's from like Everest and what. And you're like,
okay.
So are you selling me a Ford for a bar? Who's buying Fords that are a bar?
I sent Mlotshwa a thing here, BMW X3, and which one was it? Mlotshwa? That picture.
One of the Chinese cars, I forgot.
The difference was.
But I'm saying,
vast.
Insane. But if people are buying a BMW, it's a premium thing. But I'm saying if now you an X3 versus an Everest, and now you're saying the price points are the same. I'm like, come on, don't be silly. Like, don't be silly.
Are you looking for that image? There it is.
So the examples you gave was a BMW X3.
Yes.
Pure design, starting from 14,000 rand per month.
Entry level.
14,000.
Entry level.
And then
doesn't even come with wheels.
A car that looks very similar, the J5, starts at 5,000 rand
Thank you.
per month. 14 versus 5.
Thank you.
It's a no-brainer for someone who would like a decent car with great features. But now when you have to think budget, you can get your child into a better school now.
Exactly.
With that saving of
but JQ and BMW are not competing. It's like saying,
no, they're not.
No, but what you're saying is like a Xiaomi versus an iPhone.
No, Yahoo.
Yeah, because a Xiaomi, those Redmi phones, like what they have, the specs are crazy. And in many of those phones, they're even more advanced than an iPhone. But people are getting them for that premium feel.
Even if you go,
of an iPhone.
Mara, the example, all I'm bringing up is the fact that if you don't adapt like the Stekeniko thing, equally just as BMW, VW, Mercedes, if they do not adapt to these cars, they're going to be in trouble. And they can't 10 years from now say, no, it's because of, no, chief, you could have made a move before. Whatever the move is, whether you speak to government, I'm telling you, one of them's going to go bankrupt.
I mean, my whole solution, and again, because I know Ford intimately, why did you really...
Jeez, you know Ford what?
Intimately.
So like on my head office lap. Take the Samsung model. You've got the A class, is it the A series?
Yeah.
My cell phone. That's mass market, yeah?
Distribution.
Yeah, but so have something like that. The problem Ford used to have your Fiestas, bro.
Sure.
Have a Ford Fiesta where I can come in where I can afford, you know.
why are you removing that to purely focus on a premium market?
They have smart people that tell them that the data, about McKinsey, that tell them that the data says.
The challenge going back to Stir Clinical and going back to James Cameron is that you've got CEOs with egos bigger than this fucking room.
Yes,
sure. You know, and they will fucking run it to the death.
They were chilling with their
BlackBerry,
friends
Nokia.
at Porsche and Lamborghini, and they felt like, no, we need to bump it up. We can't be selling to the riffraff and the cheapos.
Because I'm not saying if you think about Samsung, it's still got the S, is it S, Galaxy S, what?
The premium.
The premium.
S23, S25.
What's wrong with that?
Sure.
Have the S, have the Z, the folds.
But
But
the
also
problem-
have
But the
14
problem is,
or
Abu
8 by
Fiesta
9.
and about what? Abu Chico still are low on fit. That's the problem.
I'm saying whatever is entry level,
Yeah.
whatever the bracket looks like, you know, somebody you need to be pulling a salary of 15,000 rand, have something that tailors to them.
So you guys are speaking about two different things, but both of you are just trying to keep the businesses alive.
That's what I want.
You're saying
Yeah.
change your pricing. You're saying
Add more.
offer something available.
Different
so
ranges.
so that I can't afford this X3, but I can afford something else, and at least it's still a BMW. At least that's what he's saying.
Smart,
It's two
At
different
least
things.
for a
but-
Samsung. Even iPhone tried that for a little bit, where they had that one money E, and you're like, that was entry level. And every student that I saw had that iPhone.
Yeah.
And I was like, perfect, you know. And we all know, Guti, that's the thing. And because you still have that, it's so of having the
Aspiration.
of having that premium Pro Max.
How clean is definitely not your
but-
words. How clean.
Good to sing in Turkey.
You can call it whatever.
So you still want to have that Pro Max, but like baby us in it.
I mean, that's what I
even
say
with
change the
Stir
whole
Clinical-
model, Donna.
But even with Stir Clinical, have your mass, have your standard, then have your premium.
Mlotshwa, there's a photon, 4x4. 4x4. Same spec ntwana ne Ford ntwana. Mali price difference ima 400
Khumbula ukuthi khona abantu
Then you're like, what?
khona abantu abathenga igama, not the specs.
But I'm saying
Over time, igama
they
means
trouble,
nothing.
Mlotshwa.
No, over time it means less than nothing.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
And now the company's gone.
Yeah.
exactly.
It used to be
Exactly.
Aseko.
I said no, I agree. I was just saying, Muti, have different.
Yeah, for now, when you're trying to
Did you see what
short term,
happened? Did you see what happened with Porsche?
I don't know if it's short term. Just we trying to target these people.
No, it's
We're
short
trying
term
to
because
target-
what Utabs are saying is, if the Xiaomi is competing with the iPhone at the highest level,
Yeah.
having an entry level iPhone, it's cute. But once people buy into a Xiaomi,
Yeah.
which is at the same price as that level, but with these features,
More features. You're in
that's what
trouble,
happens with the
bro.
Huawei, BYD, and all. Because people start off with Hong Kong. Why would I buy a Tata, a Mahindra? Why would I buy
bro.
these Chinese?
Why would I buy a
and then your
Havana?
friends,
Sekugcwele ama-Havana.
your cheap friends who can't afford buy the cars, and you laugh at them and they're embarrassed. And afterwards, like, and then this car is
Ngena ngaphakathi.
this car is main. Then you're like, Beijing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you after you taste another product,
Exactly.
Because
and you realize you
know
don't go back.
Because the thing is,
Because that was the J5, ne? I drove the J7. Yeah, they borrowed me this car for a
J-Cool.
while. Yeah. Guys, I can't explain. Even with the Mahindra.
ungaya ku X5, that's 10,000 more a month.
Me personally, I'm a bad example.
No, but
you would.
give yourself.
I'm a specs guy.
So you
would.
wouldn't.
So for me,
He says he would.
No, I'm a specs. I need to say specs,
Okay.
Not brand.
not
Oh,
brand.
how did you
Yes,
got it
Yes.
wrong? Yeah.
So for me, I'm that guy. That's why I had the Xiaomi for like 6 years.
There's many of you.
You know. So again, if you
Not
give me
even you, us.
15,000, ne, I will spend the whole 15,000. Don't get me wrong.
sure.
But I want the best that I can get for that 15,000.
Let's go back to Stir Clinical.
So it wouldn't be a J-Cool J5. It would be
J7.
It would be the J7.
Or J9, whatever.
Yeah, but
the
yes,
big ones
the,
are.
the, the premium one.
Sure.
I'm going to song budget.
Sure.
So I'm going to go as max as I can.
Done.
Within that budget.
This is what I was trying to say, or this is what we're trying to say with Stir Clinical. Even if you like, I love the brand. BMW is what my father used to drive when I was a kid. But your pocket is saying no.
Yeah, bro. And
There's
that's
Stir
most-
Clinical. You want to take your kids to watch Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
But I don't know 1.5.
And then you look at
For
the
2 hours.
IMAX is 240, the snacks 100 and what. And you're like, I love Nolan with all my heart.
Yes.
I can't afford it.
Then you're like, you know what? I'll wait for 3 weeks and get a good Netflix.
No, Netflix is also
400.
sucking gas. You watch it on piracy.
Yeah,
No, for sure. There is there, but I'm just saying there's
Sure.
just so many other levels where you can watch this thing. It's not like it's going to be locked forever.
How about Netflix? I'm going to cancel, by the way. They must also pay attention. Netflix,
Nabo.
Amazon Prime, Showmax, DSTV, because I know what happened with them. I think it's almost, I don't want to say it's like the entry level, Penson. Yeah, maybe it is. About DSTV took away good movies, and then they put it in box office, so that now you have to
pay
buy.
for them. Yeah.
And the Apple in Netflix, you must pay for.
Netflix puts movies, removes them, and also their range also over time just keeps deteriorating.
There's movies that I can't find anymore.
Now you're like, I wanted to watch, let's say, The Social Network. I can't find The Social Network anywhere.
I can't find the founder anywhere.
So now I have to pirate it.
Yeah.
I can't watch it at the cinema. I have to pirate it.
It's crazy because I have Disney, I've got Showmax, I've got Netflix, and there's still movies
that
you can't find
on all three of those, and you pay monthly and still can't find.
You can't find them. So what now? Kuchara, F movies, whatever these things are. You're looking at those are the wrong sites. Those are the wrong sites. I don't know any sites like that.
Oh yes, popcorn time.
Popcorn time is very pony.
You want a good time?
No. Your phone has a virus.
Businesses need to adapt. Do you see what happened to Porsche in the past 2 years? Their lowest sales ever. You know why?
Yeah.
Data was saying to them, go electric. Petrol heads were like, I'm just trying. Survive with petrol. The biggest loss ever at Porsche. They record all the cars. They're making now new engines, shiny combustion.
Because it's
a premium buy.
No.
People who's buying a Porsche is buying for the drive.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying, that what you guys are saying about the CEO of McKinsey. This is the new data. The data.
This is what we've seen. This is where the world is going.
The data saying go green, like in South Africa. You guys must invest in green. That's how you can't even empower half of South Africa. You can't power it. No, go green.
It's also Steve Jobs.
Really?
Steve Jobs is also to blame.
Okay.
In this, I think Steve Jobs did this thing of don't ask the customer what they want, give them what they don't know that they need. So I think some of these guys experiment to say, go electric. They don't ask them. They petrol heads. They'll tell you, no, we like petrol. We like they like XL, go, and then the market reacts.
The problem with data, it's what's in. It hides the most important part.
Steve Kompela. It's like a bikini.
See, now we watch a lot of American movies, and they have a lot of iPhone, what. And America's good at marketing their stuff. But you don't understand how small the Apple market is in South Africa. It's a dot.
No, you're not.
It's a dot.
We've won Mobisol.
You know, it's an
have you seen the data of the highest selling phones here?
No.
Yeah,
it's
here.
Definitely not Samsung. Apple,
at some point, it was Samsung. You don't
think, no,
what I'm saying right now.
Samsung can fight because
Samsung is at some point
right now. It's not.
Except there's phones I've never heard of. If you actually look at the data, but I know Mobisol for the longest time was the highest selling phone. But there's these other brands that I say Pep
the Redmi
because of distribution.
Xiaomi. Redmi.
It's not Xiaomi. There's these other brands I've never heard of.
Redmi is the highest selling phone I think in the world because it's got that.
It's got that China market.
And I mean, depending on where you are, they change. They call it Honor, whatever. So in
India,
those
are the brands.
Yeah, but
those are the brands.
So again, you think you're buying a different brand. It's the same brand. It's just a different. Because in China it's called Xiaomi. In South Africa when they came, they call it Redmi. In other places they might call it Honor. It depends. But it's the highest selling phone, bro. You can't compete with that phone. You can't. You cannot. Here we think, but just airdrop me. Like in South Africa, you've got what 13%, which is iPhones.
Did you get
13%?
Not necessarily.
And if you look at the 13%,
Samsung is big though.
Yeah, no, it is big for sure.
90% is iPhone 12 and below, bro. 90%. Yeah. So when you tell 17 plus by 5.
Stekenoko must be really careful, man. Because you look at, how many technological things they started, then they just failed. People forget that there were 3D TVs. Failed technology. It was dope in the cinema, and the data said people want this when they view something, they want to view from this perspective as well. They want different layers and different dimensions. Outside of 3D, they want more. Recall all those TVs, they're like, Giants, this thing's not working. You move. So if they don't really move, they're going to be in serious trouble.
I think they're trying to collapse themselves. Lento show. I also think they don't care.
Or you think like the CEO told him from a new metro or something somewhere. I
spoke to one of the ladies at one of the cinemas in Joburg. asking why are the snacks so expensive. The answer she gave me, which I didn't verify, by the way, she said, no, this is how we get paid. From the margin at the snacks. If ever Ster-Kineko that comes out that's true, that becomes another conversation.
Yo.
I wanted to say this on
It's like
popcorn.
fucking giving a tip at a restaurant.
Yeah, I wanted to say this
Fucking
about
hate that
popcorn.
shit.
Yeah, boy, if you've got a good snack bar at the cinema, it attracts people outside of movie.
Oh, yes.
When you're in a mall and ukhalile popcorn, it becomes a money spinner. But now if it's only for movie guys,
Yes.
then
Do you know what's delicious?
you wanna go into a mall and be like, I'd like a slush puppy just to drink. I don't feel like Coke.
You know, cinema,
Yeah,
yeah.
and then
I'll
you
think
put
we're
some
like slush
vodka,
puppy.
slush puppy, delicious. That's what we used to do
all right.
at, is it Roxbury? Is it called
not,
Roxbury?
That's not what we were discussing.
What was the cinema in Grahamstown?
Don't drink alcohol, kids.
I think it was called Roxbury. You buy slush, fagi vodka, a kokoza, delicious.
Let me use
But
this
it's not because
opportunity.
it's a move. They made so much money off us.
I'm gonna make a fully fledged video directed at Ster-Kineko. I'm gonna make another video, thank you, to speak about these Chinese cars.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are fighting that, yeah, but all Mercedes-Benz, about Toyota, they assemble here. That's their counter. So jobs, which is fair. Would you rather have Chinese cars which are fully assembled come in?
Yeah.
Or do you want to have cars assembled here which we assemble here, we create jobs, and also we export?
But are you also counting
It sounds like a good deal
It's not
until...
a good deal. Are you counting how much money I'm saving, number one? The schools that I put my child into, petrol and you spend, the more grocery I spend as well.
So the conversation...
don't people
It's a
think
debate
of that as
because
well?
I've got more disposable to use
Like, what
within
do
the
you mean?
economy.
Sure. Yeah.
The conversation...
It's a debate.
The conversation I want to have on that video is, what is the point of forcing China to assemble their cars here if they then going to have to pay our labor rate, the taxes, and then they're going to have to increase the prices? Uthole ukuthi, for example, because I think our Konimote assembly shala, which is the most expensive in the world, we assemble it here, but on a
VW.
relative price, it might be VW. It's the most expensive. Even when we export it, it's still cheaper. But here, bizala, which means there's a problem somewhere. So, would you rather buy a VW for
Some of these things don't make sense.
let's call it 700,000, and then it comes with export and jobs and assembly, or would you rather have a fully put together VW from Germany that comes in at 250,000? Yes, you didn't create jobs, but now you've saved. To what you're saying, you've saved so much money that the person with the disposable can spend more money in the economy.
The thing is also import tax. And I was having a nice chat just to name drop the Minister of E-Communications, Usoli,
Under the DA
under the DA.
and the GNU.
The GNU. And he was saying, Guti, one of the projects that he's done, which he's very proud of, is removing luxury tax. So a cell phone fall under, smartphones, fall under luxury items. So there's a luxury tax whenever we import them. So he was saying, Guti, at an entry-level point price, let's say 2.5, for example, there's no luxury tax anymore.
Our iPhones are also amongst the most expensive in the world.
So it's not necessarily the iPhone that's expensive.
Sure.
It's South Africa, the luxury tax that they've put on the phones.
Sure.
So now he was saying, Uti, because he wants accessibility with smartphones and the internet, they have they've agreed, Uguti, at a certain price point with entry-level phones, that luxury tax falls away.
That makes sense.
But there's still import tax and what
Sure.
tax and holder tax and what tax. So I told them my phones in Eswatini are 2.5. If they just removed certain taxes on them, my phones are
It's like illicit cigarettes.
it's like petrol.
If someone could bring
Petrol
these
in this
phones
country.
back door, they'd be much cheaper.
Petrol in this country.
It's very expensive.
Tina-
For a country with a refinery, it makes no sense.
No, but like if you think about it, if you go to like Mozambique and how much you pay for a liter of petrol that we send to them, we do all the shinies and then we send it to them, we sell it to them, and then you go there and you're buying petrol for a liter for like 12 rand.
I think no case. I think Eskom
then-
sells cheaper also.
And then you come
to
back
other
here and
African
you're like,
countries.
we make it here.
Oh, our cell
but
phone
it's
networks.
30 rand.
Our data is also the most expensive. Even Vodacom MTN that operates in Africa,
They're less.
it's way cheaper there than here, even though it's our home
And you're like,
company.
Some of these things you're like, Anjan. It's like this
we're
thing-
getting fucking
this-
screwed.
We're getting fucked.
It's like this theory of traveling in Africa is very expensive. Marie Dubai. Yeah.
Someone said this
It
about
is
Iba Fan.
less.
I think someone said this about Iba
Extremely
Fan.
less, yeah.
Was it Iba Fan?
I don't know what to say.
I know Mustafa spoke about this on a video once.
Sure.
That sometimes it's cheaper to travel.
You go to Dubai and come back.
Yeah, it's cheaper to leave Africa and then come back.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
It's like flying to East London. You have to sell your soul. And you're like, some of these things just doesn't make any sense because demand. No, bro.
Imagine leaving Durban.
It's a tax.
Imagine leaving Durban going to PE or East London.
Just
But it's so expensive that you'd rather start in Joburg.
yes. That's what it is. That's the
So
thing
you
in
go
Africa.
to Joburg
So you can,
and then you connect and it's much, you're like,
how?
and
But it's demand and supply.
Ethiopia's overtaken us. We used to have the biggest, I think SAA was the biggest airline and
Yes.
we had, now they like the biggest hub. When other people from around the world want to travel via Africa,
Not connecting Ethiopia.
they're connecting Ethiopia. Then us.
Petrol Way has road tax, ban money tax,
Ref.
Ramaphosa tax, ban money tax. But all told it's a liter come with £5. By tax easy for £25.
But another thing with that's a technology thing.
How is the tax man so greedy?
But sorry, not just off camera, but off topic. Lento ukuthi mfethu isibhatala ama e-tag bafethu there's one lane e-tag ihlala i1. Ikarazi andlule yanginyanyisa really because abantu bethu asinama e-tag. These people what they must do mfethu. They must just put tags on tags.
They took my idea.
Mela bathathe wonke ama tag on all the cars then withdraw from the bank yethu. Sikhona ukundlula ndoda.
They took
Lento
my
ukuthi
idea.
mfethu
They took
mele
my
sime
idea.
laphaya.
They took my idea.
Dog, nah,
So
man.
my whole thing was with the whole countries they did it wrong.
Nah.
Yabona with the toll
Link
gate.
it to a bank account,
Yabona
man.
toll gate.
Sure.
If when they started this shit, they should have sold convenience. Not
Are you
with
not copying my idea? You know, I said this to ministers over 5 years ago.
Wana wasesiyalo man. Lento maraba mfethu.
Tell your story and then I'll tell you what I said to them.
So, okay. I was saying,
Utshontshe yami manje.
I was saying, what's
Now utshontshe yami.
Sachontshana.
Nchontshana.
Hey, pause. Ukuthi, they should have sold convenience because Maya toll gate, Klambe Tizeni, Klambe I am with 10. They should have made sure Wuti, they put 6 there that am e-tech for convenience because we got traffic and backlog. So you guys get this shandis here, you get to load it once a month, and for convenience you get to Mese uba khona 4 that has lines for days. Then you say, I will get this because it's convenient.
That's the Springs toll gates. I fucking hate it so much.
So they need to sell
And lamanya phukile.
the convenience side of it. And then add on the highway manje to
I'm a bank,
Pretoria.
bitch.
No,
Us.
but I'm going to the countries that were in Pretoria, where you're driving to the south, all of a sudden there was those countries, ne? Then from once you first have sold us on the convenience, to a point where you only one a menu one, and the other 9, then start adding countries there. Because you see, we don't even have to stop anymore.
Shangena.
Must- Then they would have made their money.
I mean,
You
I'm
didn't,
not
you didn't hear
saying
this from me. Maybe.
Not
Man, I'm not all I'm
You know,
saying is
sometimes it happens.
it does.
Sometimes,
Like, you read some stuff in my WhatsApp
Sometimes you heard it from him.
sometimes,
I didn't.
What if sometimes? No, sometimes.
sometimes.
I'll link you go.
Sometimes.
So we were having a discussion in a political WhatsApp group
Yeah.
with some of the leaders of this country.
Yeah.
And it was at the time where they were discussing how they don't have the money to pay for the countries. I don't know if they were built by Austrians.
Stupid, man.
And no one wanted to take accountability. I'm not sure if the Minister of Transport or Roads was Bundebele. No one wanted to take accountability. And at the time, I also was speaking about how to save the post office.
Yeah.
Because I gave them a blueprint on how to save the post office. There was a lady who became the CEO. She was like, don't worry, Penuel, we're working on some ideas. You watch and you're like, Yazi, niamani niyakhuluma uta niko serious. So I told them exactly this thing of, if you guys want people to get into this e-tag thing, you must incentivize. You can't punish. You can't whip them because that's when people protest. What you do is you say, if you get the e-tag, e-toll gate becomes cheaper. Number one. E-toll gate are 15 rand. With the e-tag, about 7 rand. Number one. And then you put that e-toll, e-tag
Lane.
route lane there. Let's say there's 5 to what you were saying about 10. You put 1. And then people start buying into the, I just want it because it's cheap. I'm saving money. And then over time, you add a second one. And then a third. By the time people have bought in, abantu abahamba ngey'gadla and all these old cars and abangenamali, they'll have a queue there and you'll ask why. It's like, if we don't have the cash or
Like it's
technology.
cheaper,
And you're like, even if we didn't want to, it's like this money thing. Even if we fucking hated e-tags, I'm saving 5 rand. Why would I not get it? And there's so many of them and you just drive through.
The fact that I need to register, man, was just a lot.
It was off-putting.
If you just linked it to my bank, my bank
Remember,
account
they
with a
sent you
cut down.
bills. I used to have
Mine
was at 50,000.
But I'm saying, for let's say for a person like you who doesn't,
Nah, dog. A lie.
the concept of maybe saving 5 rand might not be, but Lungal is right when you say incentivize it. But I can tell us with people like us the convenience, because we're willing to pay for convenience.
I'm saying just link it to something that I already have.
But I'm saying even if you had to register,
Sure.
if you realize that it's more convenient and you become more efficient, we will take that extra, whatever the link that they send, we write that. We would do that if it means that there's convenience.
That's if you pass a toll gate every day. If you don't, you won't get it.
But I'm saying, let's say he's going back home.
That's 4 times a year.
month doesn't pass without me going.
I'm saying, let's say now during festive, I know I'm going to Limpopo.
Okay.
Because I know
That
the
person
lines
won't
there.
take it.
Hey,
The
bro,
people
some of
who
those
take it are
lines.
people who go to Limpopo
every day, yeah.
Yes, I agree on that. I'm saying I've seen those lines. I've been in those lines.
Okay.
Yeah, one. That line
That's
alone.
not nice, eh?
I've been in that line. I think it was like 30 minutes, almost 45 minutes.
Don't they have an e-tag line?
No, before that. I'm saying before. I never had an e-tag. I didn't have anything.
No, I'm just saying, when you're
Yes.
going to Limpopo, is there an e-tag line?
I think so.
Yes, there is
Yeah,
for all
I think
4
so.
of them. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
do you think
Yes.
that's working now?
So for me, which mean I know now, but I know now. But I'm saying, if they sold the convenience thing at that time, knowing those lines,
Sure.
I would have definitely gone to Pick and Pay and got.
But
a
what's
tag.
stopping them now? Why are people not buying the tags?
I think
Because
now-
of convenience, the same thing you're saying.
I think now we have a fear.
I think not just being rebellious as well.
Yeah, there's that. Yeah,
I think there's a
For me,
rebelliousness.
For me,
it's-
in fact, if you made it cheaper, I'm
Yeah.
going to Durban. I don't know how much it is now, 300 rand from Joburg to Durban.
It's all.
150 or 300, I'm not sure. I'm a toll gate.
I'm going to Limpopo next week. There's a one shy 102.
For a normal car.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Now, if you knew you have to pay 34, it's like this Elon Musk tech. Get everyone to sign up on this thing. And then after that, then bump up all the prices. Because now everyone's got it.
But
For the middle class and above, you sell convenience. I think because the margins
But
at
they-
which we will save,
this is-
I don't think will be that.
What Debs and I are
strong.
trying to say is convenience is if I'm in a queue every day.
Yeah.
If it's just holidays or what, I don't
that's
care.
fuck all, man.
But I won't buy it.
But I'm saying, if
Someone travels monthly once
if
a
a
month.
toll gate is, if I pay cash 120 rand and if I use this thing I pay 105 rand, I don't know if I want to go to the stress of registering my e-tag.
But that's not a good discount. The discount must be
Discount
80
half,
rand.
Baba. Must be half. And you know what you're saying
like-
as well?
Oh, it must
Athi
be so stupid.
usisa kunezi
Yes.
yabo maqeda coke akunezi fly yazi ukuthi ungene ngalo uzosave 20 rand.
That's so true. That is so true.
Athi nayo futhi la
But if I'm
moyifuna
going to Durban
And you
and
know
there's
many
3 gates and each festive and each gate is 30 minutes.
again festive is once a year.
No,
It's gonna be the festive.
let's just know, but I'm talking about myself, and I'm just saying I'm only going there now.
We're saying we won't buy it.
if it's
You're not convincing us.
Okay, so fine.
You're not
fine.
convincing the two of us.
You wouldn't convince me because they're not all half price.
No, but
you
when,
would have prices.
when
in
speaking
that.
about people who constantly travel to
I'm
these
not
places.
fighting. I'm agreeing.
Okay, sure.
I'm adding.
For example, the rest of the country doesn't need e-tags because they
You
don't
know how
have
many
gas.
people use that road that is parallel to the highway?
The ones that don't have a thing. Sure.
And for me, there's nothing.
There's even
I hate
potholes that
more.
people don't even care
There's
because
nothing,
of Inyugu.
Sure.
So if you take it down even more, you probably will increase those people coming onto the main road,
But I'm
the
agreeing
national
with you.
road.
I'm saying there's people like me that are willing to pay to not sit.
I'm
on the
asking you
road
why are we
extra.
not seeing it now is my question. Because,
because
I still go to toll gates.
Was saying that
People are still in queues and the e-tag gantries are empty.
That rebellious energy that I have now.
I don't think they're rebelling.
I am.
I mean, I don't have it still, and I still wait on that.
For me, it's not rebelling. Angifuni.
Why?
Angifuni ukuloada irane. Ngizokhipha cash noma ngiswipe icard lami.
Why do they still have
Have
it
you
now?
seen how cool it is now at the toll gates? Because now you just tap your card. Like, because before it was only a credit card.
Yeah, now it's any card now.
No, but it's here.
Yeah. Now it's any card.
Yeah,
now it's any card.
What?
Oh yeah, there's a thing now. I've seen. Relatively new.
So mina
And now it's all the cards. Before it was only a credit.
Yeah. And for nigga sisters or booty, which
Check.
You know which people I
No, it's
hate?
any card.
They tag.
No, I'm saying not credit. It was a check card.
No, before it was a credit card only.
Only.
Yes.
But
Or I could be wrong,
I've been using my check card maybe for over 5 years.
Oh no,
now.
I'm wrong then. No,
Maybe it's check.
Mina the thing in people who know that they're going into the tag and anagabi cash van.
you.
Then
Fana
you
nabantu
wait.
you.
Mfethu jahile mfethu una bathovaya. You.
This thing tells you, oh, 64
Omunye
rand.
umama, she went to the boot. You.
Mina, I don't hate. Mina, my anger is not as
I
my anger is
can't.
not as strong for those people as it
I
is
mean, I
for
can't
as it
stand
is
those
for
people,
government.
Yo, guys, I
Because
can't handle those people.
government knows these things happen, and they know we get inconvenience. And to be honest, we don't have a solution. When you're in that queue and umuntu, let's say it doesn't have in you, there isn't a solution. When you say, this is me. No, I hear you. What I'm saying is what angers me is government knows they have that problem, but they can't give a person a solution. The only solution is that sucks.
Uyayazi poor trolley management. Kongen at a grocery store. There's something about women in grocery stores. Women. I'm a cheetah, it trolley in
Man,
that aisle.
I hate
it
trolleys, man. I
trolley
feel
in an
like
aisle.
you-
Cheetah understands, it trolley find namathele so that we can move.
Yes.
Usisters uyibeka phakathi nendawo hambe uyobheka ama noodles lapha. Eship phakathi nendawo. Yabona mfethu, yabona in South Africa.
indaba ungabashayisi.
Mina
Kumele umshaye kancane, sorry.
Uthole yakho ngiyayithatha ngiyiphushe angithi ngiyaphambili wena usabhizi lapha sokulana amafutha ngiyiphushe ngibeke eceleni so that you have to come back. How are you going to ngihamba
That's so much work.
It's the same thing with
Indaba ungakhiphi cross abuyichijele.
Yo, I wish I could.
Express that
It's the
thing.
same thing with an escalator.
Yeah.
Keep left, pause right. Fucking hell.
Yo, South Korea, by
South
the way.
Africans hold
The escalator and the stairs.
Yeah.
Even if there's no one,
Yeah.
they all keep left. It's so dope.
I look at
I
the mall.
experienced that in Spain. They do the exact same thing.
Even if there's
It's
no one
almost
coming
like
down,
they're programmed.
everyone's on the left.
Ungayi
And then
yedwa.
you're
Ngayi
overtaker,
bro.
you're overtake.
Go to stores. I've seen this my whole life. What is it about those sisbethu? No mate, I'm a trolley nje, clumsy. Bangazi bakushayise boy. Bazi baxoxe.
Amajita lawo check us 360 na awekho right in the aisles.
Bro, what
Amajita
happening?
abashayisa mfethu. No.
What-
Ungathi Uber. Keep camera checkers
Bro,
mfethu.
keep left, pause right. Amajita mayuka i-escalate abamba ngapha nangapha. Mina fangifika nginokuchala. Because not all of us want to step and then wait.
Dude,
Some of us are getting to where we need to get.
Man, I hate trolleys, man.
Bro.
I feel like yo, man. I feel like what am I doing?
Namhlanje ngiseCresta, bro. Oh my lord, ngisesitolo and I'm looking at the line, ne? And I'm like, there's people shopping. It just makes sense. Let's try and stick as close to the wall line wethu. Bro. Abantu bakhuluma macho. I was like, what's happening with your brain? There's something about osisbethu and the level of entitlement. They own everything.
Ba-order namashop.
Baona namashopa wakubo bethu. Yazi, there's something where I look and 8 out of every 10 times usisi or umama who has just umilish.
Yes, you hate women.
I fucking can't stand him.
Jesus
Yabona bethu,
Christ.
no, bro. It's the little things because it becomes
Jesus Christ.
It becomes a stone in a shoe. It's something that's so small.
How do we have women?
Yeah, it's a stone in a shoe. Because someone will say, yeah, but it's yabona. And mau chahile or that little inconvenience.
Yabazo mama laba bakhuluphele how they walk on the pavement.
Singathi ngomcreep.
And you know when they mabihamba bewu-2 bayaxoxa mase bayahamba.
Oh, I'm driving.
Yeah, yes, go to tell ya. And you're like, yazi ngathi ungabashaya ngebhounce noma nge-handoff. Mama suka mama.
I mean, I see it when I'm driving. It's 2 lanes, you are pumping. 2 lanes, you are pumping.
this is-
Imoto zoyi-2 sengathi ziyaxoxa, for example. Zihamba at the same
Those are
place.
taxi guys when they
Not even
exchanging
taxis,
change.
ama-Uber, ama-Corona.
Anyanyisa la
Ahamba so. Bobabili bahamba ngo-40.
I'm saying the
When the
taxi
60
guys
zone.
banokuma bayaxoxa kanje.
Change. Sometimes for change.
Yeah, for change. Banyanyisa.
Yo!
Except in China.
Move the other
I don't
fucking
know which
way.
parts of China. When I first got there, I thought maybe it was like racism, xenophobia. Then I saw like, especially like the older people who go, they bump you while you're walking in the pavement. They bump, they go.
So yeah, so people are so in this country we suffer from a level of entitlement, selfishness. There's abantu by
school.
Is it school?
I remember in Newcastle High they tried to implement. I just don't know how far they went, but I remember the headmaster saying, "We're going to try this thing in the halls because I need to during periods or in between periods we'd swap classes."
Yes.
We never used to do it until they said, "Please keep left."
Keep left, boss, right?
Keep left. I think if you enforce that at school and you have some type of discipline, by the time you get to driving, by the time you're like, no, I always keep left. If I not drive, Umasimbe and just like, you'll wait, I'm at 120. You're like, who the fuck cares that you're at 110? Uyamuthez kanje ntwana umbone ehlelisa ikhanda kanje. Lapho uyadlula kujebhe kancane kodwa akagudluki. You're like, okay. Some people are assholes.
Some people are. Singathi ngomshayisa ke lo muntu loyo.
Must I keep going with the movies?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
No, your directors.
Christopher Nolan, David Fincher, Guy Ritchie, Quentin Tarantino, James Cameron, and then special mention, Martin Scorsese. I squeezed this guy in. Jordan Peele. These are my special mentions. Steven Spielberg is in my special mentions, and the Russo brothers. It's my list. You know why Steven Spielberg is not in my top 5? Do you know why he's not in my top 5?
Yeah, this guy watches
don't like
movies.
his movies.
Do you know why he's not in my top 5?
Because he doesn't watch.
I never really bought into Jurassic Park.
Forget Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park is his thing.
There's Munich.
I've never seen Munich, but that's one movie.
Schindler's List.
I've never seen Schindler's List.
Mlotshwa, no.
Who did Terminator?
Arnold.
Squaz Ninja. James Cameron.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think Utube's right.
Okay.
I think you're
James
right.
Cameron.
Yes.
Who did Jaws? Spielberg. Ah, okay. But anyway, Steven Spielberg is in my special mentions. Look, movies like E.T. I missed. I've never seen Schindler's List. I've never seen Munich. It's just Jurassic Park for me. Look, I appreciate Catch Me If You
The
Can.
Holocaust in fact, you must watch it.
I appreciate Catch Me If You Can, but what else will I give Spielberg?
No. Okay, cool. I get you.
Ready Player One. Did he do Ready Player One?
No.
I think he did Ready Player One.
Who did that movie on Netflix that was long for 3 hours? Or just Spielberg? With it was Martin Scorsese.
I think it's Scorsese.
Scorsese.
Scorsese, look, it's a special mention because he only does those movies.
Yeah.
But he does them so well, man. And then the Russo brothers, of which now Tony Stark might be Dr. Victor Von Doom.
Yeah, sure.
And is it
Who's the Russo
Doomsday?
brothers? Who's that?
Joe and whatever. They did Avengers Infinity War, Avengers Endgame.
Matrix.
That's the Wachowskis.
Wachowski.
Yeah.
The Wachowski what?
I'm a transgender. Wachowski, though they call the Wachowskis now. They were the Wachowski brothers.
For the brothers.
And then one transitioned, and then the other one transitioned. Now they just the Wachowski. Sorry?
Probably Sebengosis.
Yeah.
So it's
Who then went
Wachowski
back to being
sisters.
umjita bafethu? Kylie Jenner, not ubani uJenner, ubani?
So Bruce what?
Ubuyele kumjita manje.
Story.
I didn't know that.
Yes, he went back to being a man.
Manje totonos kade isikile noma icon.
I don't think he had surgery.
Usumjita manje.
Eh, but he was gonna win the best man on earth now.
Because he won Best Woman.
That's America. America is a full of shit.
Abasthathi serious.
America is full of shit, man. That's
Are you not lying?
yeah?
Are you not lying?
Oh, that means I'm lying. Sorry, this.
No, I'm not sure.
Who was telling me?
This
Was
is
it
not
what
important
Teddy
for
was
me.
saying? But anyway, yeah.
Yo guys, I just can't handle the state of entitlement of IOC and just
he's bringing this back.
No, I was having a chat. I was having a chat with a couple
We were
of
speaking about movies. You know, movies are
No, I was
politically
having a chat
correct.
with some
As
media
who-
colleagues of mine around this. And I was saying thinking abantu ne just generally mhlambe asithi singing ngiyakunika nje sibone. Yabona umuntu mayisingile. Khona independence that destroys your brain. To a point where you have to do everything for yourself. You have to do everything for yourself. Uyabona uyaziphekela, uyaziwashela, yonke into nje yakho. So then so the whole
Uyazishithabisa.
uyazidonsa. So
Don't say.
Uyasukumisa. So your whole life becomes about you to a point where you forget with these other people. I wonder if you ever wanted to feel a person, if you date a person who is single for long, I wonder if that person does you one solid. It feels like they're doing everything. Oh, I give so much. Because they're just used to giving purely to themselves.
Hyper independence.
But they're just used to just pouring into self. The day that they give you like R1, whatever that, it's a huge deal.
Sure.
Yeah, but so they live this whole life of just them. No mama, no sister, they just live this life of just them.
Interdependence is a real thing. Well, hyper independence is a problem. Interdependence is a real thing because it's necessary. It's community.
Oh yes.
Interdependent on each other.
We have to do that.
Especially if you didn't have siblings growing up. You don't know that thing.
You on a choice. There's people that are so toxically selfish, but are blind to it. But blind. They have no idea. And the second in their mind, they'll speak about it for the week.
Which is correct.
Because they've never had to share 2 chips ever. So for them, versus what they used to sharing just 2, it's huge.
Dude, I know a couple that has made a decision that's in Mlotshwa. I think that boy Nabuma 6. They're like, no kid. We don't want another child. Here, Lentwana Leia is. Yeah. Because when I grew up in an environment where my sibling, next door neighbor, my siblings, Lentwana Leia, yes. The idea of sharing is very foreign.
But there's solutions to that. Clearly the parents are fucking him up in another way because there's crash.
The fact that they made a decision which we won.
No, you can have one child, but your child doesn't have to be like an only child. If they visit their cousins, if they always at crash, if they with neighbors' kids, just to have some level of community. But if they're an only child and you've got your PlayStation and your Xbox and we'll buy you Ultraman, you don't have to go anywhere. Then everything becomes me. Sure.
Oh, but you must also be very aware of that.
And Abazali encourage that.
That's the problem.
Yeah, the problem is
we adhere to what the parents, whatever signal we get from them, then we adapt. Mama, keep quiet.
But you must be aware of that only child mentality, and then you say, oh, let's create. Because some parents don't get it right, where it feels as if I'm here, it's an option. So they'll always be tapping, let's go home. Because they want to go back into the environment of being selfish and being alone.
Who wants to go home?
The kid.
That person.
Okay.
So
the child.
Is it the child or the parent?
Yes, the child. Okay. Whoever has figured out to go to the whole universe revolves around them. So you might put them in crash, and because they understand it's a crash, this is what we do.
Now.
So it's for now. So they're like,
But it's better than nothing. It's
better than nothing. I'm saying there's situations where they get worse.
I'll tell you, I just won't mention names. There are families where there's siblings, but one of the siblings behaves like an only child. So you do just the best you can. So sometimes you 5. That's entitled to everything. Yeah. So you just do the best you can and hope and try and teach your child that sharing and not sharing is not natural. And I sometimes find myself wondering if we are wrong for teaching kids to share.
Oh, sharing is not natural.
I think it's very natural.
Oh, as an innate thing. Have you seen kids? Yeah.
Are you agreeing with me?
Yes, I'm agreeing with what you're saying.
Sharing is not a natural dynamic.
I'll tell you where the
kids
natural
don't want to
part
share
of it.
Fuck all.
Once you realize the challenges of life, I'll give you.
That's not sharing. That's not sharing. That's survival.
Yes, that's natural.
No, that's not natural. It's a reaction to a circumstance.
Yes,
what's natural which is not share.
Yes,
if you live in an island, sure.
No, but even now, it was in a tomb.
Yes.
We found it was in a tomb.
It's like saying shit in your pants. Yes. If we're saying the concept of peeing yourself is just natural. Not
sharing is there.
Yes. If you're saying that, you're gonna have a reaction to
yes.
Sure. After a while, you'll have to respond to that pain. Sure. And you say, actually, I can't keep living my life where then you adjust naturally.
When you get punished. With sharing, there's no punishment until life happens, and that's rare. It's the incentive.
The life
is
happening.
To not share.
Why?
I'm saying the life happening.
Your consequences.
Much like crawling. Crawling is natural.
Consequence. You're saying it's natural.
I'm saying
that's not natural.
I'm saying there's crawling. Ne?
Sure.
And the yearn of life is I want to reach higher things.
Sure.
Therefore, there's a challenge that you need to overcome to get that.
Yeah.
And then, hey, I need to get there faster. So you learn how to walk. I'm saying that's the natural progression of life. I'm looking at
progression is something else.
No, that's different.
I'm saying I'll use an example. Mice don't share. Ne?
Kids don't share.
Mice and kids don't share.
Sure.
Ne? They come here, mice will eat the knick-knack.
Yeah.
Elidle is a sute, hambolal. A rat will have a knick-knack, elidle, and then take another knick-knack to the nest.
Okay.
Ne? That's natural for the rat.
I don't know. You're telling us a story. Please carry on with it.
No, I see.
Okay.
No, make your point. We don't know.
My point is natural in those two species are different.
Sure.
And I'm not saying Wuti, one it's learned from societal.
And we're saying kids naturally don't want to share.
I'm saying I agree.
Oh.
Until the natural progression. That's like saying babies naturally don't want to crawl.
Until they are taught. No.
Until there's a taught.
I'm saying the crawling thing, yes, Mlotshwa will debate that. I'm saying if we speak easy too.
I'm agreeing.
One here.
I am saying yes. I am saying yes. And I'm saying it's natural for there to be a progression.
No. You then teach the child. What you teach them is not natural. That didn't come to them innately. That's what I'm saying.
This is the point I wanted to make. I don't want to debate
this. Is where I'm disagreeing.
No,
that's okay.
What you then teach them is what you want them to do. But what came to them innately was not sharing.
The wording that Tulungolo used was survival.
Okay.
Ne?
Sure.
And because survival, for me, is the most primitive thing. Survival. I want to align that to being natural. Because a baby, I fully agree with what you're saying, up until a certain point where they start realizing naturally what is survival. Survival is community.
Sure.
That's the natural thing to me as a natural progression to the next step. We all have next step. A little baby doesn't want to chow roll. But for some reason, as you get older, you realize I need my seed to spread.
I think you teach them that.
What? That I need my seed to spread?
No, I'm saying other aspects we speak about, like you go to chapter 6-9.
I'm saying, Wuti, even if it's an orphan or they've got the best parents or the worst parents, there's kids that grew up in single house, they got everything, but for some reason they know how to share because they've realized that in order to survive in certain environments,
I think they were taught that.
No, but let's say they're not taught.
You guys are not going to agree. Let him have his thing.
Okay, sure.
Because again, you don't share, you die. So if it's a survival, then it's natural. That's what I'm saying. If it's survival, it's natural.
I wanted to say something interesting about
until a certain stage.
No, I'm saying it's a natural progression. I'm saying it's.
Agree with
I'm saying it's.
Why are you still engaging him though?
But is it natural to crawl, walk, run?
Yeah, it is.
Nah? Crawl, walk, run. So when you're talking about a person who's selfish, nah, who doesn't want to share, for me that's crawling stage of life. And it's natural. Are
you saying that
some people will say, "Would you teach your kids how to walk?" I need to be in a space where it's Tengama walker, Nganzetu. Someone will say you taught them how to walk. As an example.
No, I don't believe that.
No, but some people. I need to we are case studies of 1, 2, 3, 4. But I'm saying someone will say, "Wuti, Ingan is gonna crawl Izibena 3 if you don't teach them how to walk." As an example. So all I'm saying is that in order to survive, you need to teach kids. It's natural for us to teach the same way that a lion.
It's natural for us to teach.
But okay, a lion will teach another cub to how to hunt.
Okay.
It's a natural progression of life. You have to teach the lion cub how to hunt. So you want to teach a lion cub how to hunt?
We won't go. Yeah, you can. I'm good. I'm fine. Sir.
Are you sure? You're not. Maybe you want to.
No. I'm good.
You guys made me think of something, but there was another point I wanted to make. I've read up on.
We're never moving.
Sure.
I read up on parents that potty train their kids from birth, and I think that's something we need to research.
Whatever.
That means your babies from birth don't wear nappies.
Oh wow!
I don't know if you've ever heard of that.
Wow.
I've never heard of that.
Have you ever heard of that?
No, I just know they teach them early, but I didn't know from that stage.
Yeah, so there's parents that do that, and I think it's worth researching.
Is it?
Going back to what's natural, because you're saying survival, if the kids shit on themselves, they will adjust. So their argument is also that Tutingane will know something's wrong here, and they'll very soon learn where to poop how. And the problem with nappies, I think there's a term for it. I don't know if it's like the nappy mafia or something like that. they want you to buy nappies for as long as possible.
Sure.
Whereas they believe that if you start, let's say as early as possible, but for some parents it's as extreme as from birth, they're like, your child adapts very quick.
Nice.
Because before we had nappies, what did we have? So the child would somehow have to learn to, even Nalente walk. If you leave a child alone, they'll crawl until they walk. They won't crawl forever and be like, well, no one taught me. So they're like, no, sometimes you must just leave these fucking things and you'll see. The point I wanted to make was this: I wonder sometimes, or I've thought about whether teaching kids to share is healthy. I find myself wondering if maybe we're meant to leave them to be selfish for much longer. Because when you look at some of the most successful people in the world, when you look at a lot of successful people in the world, a lot of them still have that selfish thing. Whereas most of us who have been taught successfully how to share, we don't really get far. Because everything we have, we're like, but you have to share. So you end up not having much. Whereas the selfish guy ends up having a lot. The guy who's like, it's about me, becomes famous and rich. And if your child is naturally that, maybe it's like leadership. So Penson, everywhere we're at, wants to speak. Guys, and you're like, no, share the leadership. And you're like, why? No, everyone knows you must share. You're like, maybe you mustn't. Maybe Ntwana's actually meant to just lead. Let him lead and lead and lead.
But what you're saying is not how we position things. As an example, let's say Steve Jobs is selfish.
Sure.
It's all about me. Someone will say, be so selfish that when you create a phone, only for you. Someone will say he's so generous because he created a phone for the world.
That's perspective.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, how you position.
I'm going back to children.
I need to talk about positioning.
I'm going back to children where a child, you like share with your sibling. I've wondered if we shouldn't not intervene. Either let it be organic or just leave it alone.
Yeah,
and you might find that your terrorist child who doesn't share fuck all ends up becoming a fucking huge success. And when they ask, what's the secret? You're like,
You didn't share.
I never intervened to get them to share.
That to me, almost, obviously different example, but it sounds like gentle parenting, where they say, let's not have any hard discipline measures and let's let the child just express themselves however. Whenever I hear someone talking like that about parenting, because they don't live in an island, it feels like it's going to become someone else's problem. And one of the pains that I used to experience when I was teaching, and it's not just me, many teachers, was how certain parents have a parenting philosophy, and then a child becomes a success, not understanding what they spend 50 hours at school versus your actual intentional contact time of 3 hours a week. Sure. So my having to unteach all this bullshit of your gentle parenting
what I'm saying is I find myself wondering if I don't want my child to be untaught.
Yes.
And I don't want my child to have a balanced life. I want them to be obsessed with one thing
I'm not
and to be selfish.
And I'm
not saying it's right. It was just a thought.
It's a thought. And I'm saying if your child is living in an island, then we can try and
doesn't have to be an island. You've got Trump, you've got Hitler. There are examples of people.
But you're missing what I'm saying. But you're missing what I'm saying.
Okay.
For you, the way that your perspective is Hitler is a selfish person. For other people, let's take the Nazis. They're like, this guy is so loving, generous, and kind because that's what he wants for the whole nation. You're
selling my point that maybe if you leave baby Trump, maybe the world will celebrate him. And I'm saying the problem is we intervene. We do discipline you, share. We all agree on.
But I'm saying we don't know if baby Trump was taught how to share, and then he held on to I want to love and share, and then he became him. Oh, Hitler was taught out. Our perspectives are, you might view it as he was taught to be me. I might view Hitler as he was taught about we. And as a result of the we, he was like, I want Germany to thrive.
But that's philosophy now. That's a philosophical debate.
Yeah.
We have to assume just based on your child won't share the toy.
Yeah.
And I'm saying I sometimes wonder those little decisions, if you leave them, what happens?
Because for me, personally, this is just my view. The most successful people in the world are the most generous.
Never.
So, and I'll tell you why.
No. Not a chance.
And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because if you take your craft, a selfish person keeps things here. If you take your craft,
this is my view. Different people.
No, no,
that's another
no,
thing.
but
We're
No,
not-
it's a perspective.
But it's a perspective.
But it's a philosophical perspective.
It's how I'm viewing it.
It's a very
if
gentle
you
one.
if you take your talents to the world, you are sharing your talents.
It's not
to
sharing.
the world.
No.
He's trying to amass money. He doesn't give a fuck what people are doing with that thing.
So
His wife
Steve
is
Jobs
crying.
wasn't trying to
The
empower
kids
people with
are
iPhones.
crying.
but again,
Look at Phil Knight.
but
Yes, yes, no.
again, if you so great at rapping, there's a rapper in your basement. When's a mixtape? Ulalele wena wedwa. Give me the something loving in the sense of I would want as many
What
people
you know,
to share.
sometimes
Yeah,
you're
those
boosting your
people are not
ego.
doing it for that reason.
Man. They're not doing it to share.
They're not doing it for that reason. You know
I
how
don't
you
think
gauge
we can.
that? How you gauge that? When they make a bit of money, they meant to then give away more.
They don't.
But they don't.
Oh.
If anything, they bump up the price, make
Yeah.
it more exclusive, and amass more money. That's how you know this guy is not trying to liberate the world. He's trying to fucking become as powerful and as
I'm-
rich as
I'm-
possible.
not giving us his treatments for his movies.
I'm not saying
Nah.
liberate. I'm not saying be an NPO and NGO.
These guys are not sharing.
I'm saying
They're not sharing.
I'm saying, Guti, for me, when I look at people who are successful or people who have given more, I find poor people are the most selfish people that I've met.
Never.
Poor people.
They're the most generous.
No.
Most
No,
generous.
no. Poor people, if
On
they're
a,
generous,
on a percentage basis, poor people give so much more of themselves.
poor people.
The amount of
give me-
sharing between themselves.
No,
it's
poor-
crazy.
poor-
Insane.
They're not looting.
poor people- poor people for me out of everything are sharing to survive because mina mangakupha ama chips kusasa wena
And the
ngikupha
rich
chips
person is
ngilamba.
sharing for?
I'm saying Wuti, for him, for example, the Steve Jobs example, who comes across as a dick,
By the way, he never gave to charity.
he doesn't need to give to charity.
No, I'm just saying. I'm
He
just
gave
saying.
what?
He gave the phone to me.
He didn't give
He didn't give you the
phone.
phone.
No, he gave the technology.
No.
He didn't give you the
Oh,
technology.
No money.
He could have. That's
No.
fine. I'm not disputing
He
that.
did it for money.
I'm not disputing
They
that.
sued,
no, no,
they
no,
sued
no,
I'm not
Samsung
disputing. I'm not disputing
for the
that.
IP.
I'm not disputing.
They
I'm
didn't give
not
away
disputing the money. No.
fuck all.
I'm not disputing the money. I'm saying Wuti, now I have access to an iPhone.
For money.
It doesn't matter.
That's okay.
You paid for it.
Yeah, that's fine.
It wasn't free.
For me, a selfish person would have sat in this technology.
There's no such a
Why would I share it?
thing.
Bro, why would I share it?
No.
Why? If I'm Elon Musk, if I'm Elon Musk,
Because you're
I
going to
don't
make
need to.
money, Mlotshwa.
If Elon Musk is sharing some of his
No, no,
blueprints
no,
for free,
no.
he is sharing some of his stuff for free
Which stuff?
on EV cars.
Oh, the open serve stuff.
Yes,
Oh, do you know why?
because he wants. He according to him,
No, I'm asking you.
according to him,
Because he's generous.
I don't know.
And he's sharing.
He's saying he just wants the technology to move faster.
And you believe that?
No, I don't care. I'm
No, I'm
saying it's
asking
sharing.
what you believe.
No, I'm saying whether he's doing it.
No,
whether he's doing
no.
it-
There's a reason
No,
you need to answer.
No.
You need to answer if
I
you think he's
believe-
giving the blueprints because he's generous.
Yeah.
Or if he's because he's got a selfish intent. That's what I'm asking.
So I'm saying this is how I'm defining it. So I want to be very clear. I'm talking about people can still want money, success, power, whatever the dynamic is. I'm looking at a person who is giving off, even if you have to pay for it, he can still sit on it. So
He's going to be broke.
no,
when he
that-
sits on it.
that's why poor people are broke because they sit on
They sit on what?
whatever the
They
talent
have
that God has
nothing.
given them.
What do you mean?
What do you mean they've got no ideas? They
Can they execute on those ideas?
I don't know.
They can't.
There's people abacula esontweni kodwa bafuna ukuma on pedestals basiculele. Abafuna ukuba
Mina saying
ama-MC.
right. You can carry on debating with this.
There's
one.
no
Bro.
such a thing.
No.
That thing does not exist.
Mina,
What you're speaking
I
about.
look at people when I'm looking at the dynamic and I'm going, this person is sharing only out of survival. This person is sharing because he wants power. This person is sharing because I'm like, okay, I would rather a person who shares with their own motive.
Yeah.
Like let's talk about giving to charity. I'd rather a person who gives to charity because they want social clout. As an example, every time they donate, but tati selfie with the beggar because they want social clout.
It helps with tax as well.
Perfect. No, just the everyday person.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, but everyday person, nigga or 10 rand, every time you need 10 rand, try to stomp it for social clout. I would rather a person that does that, but is giving.
Yeah.
Yes, they want that social clout or whatever. I would rather that than a person who just sits on their money and doesn't do anything.
I mean, we all would love that.
So-
Speaking about charity, I was at.
I would rather a person that sells me the latest iPhone
Sure.
versus a person who's got the technology but says, I only want it to myself.
I was at Bokfontein. Speaking about charity, Mlotshwa.
Bokfontein.
Yeah, Bokfontein.
Where's that?
In the
Brits. I think it's Brits.
the Northwest.
Northwest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo,
What a dry area of the world.
It was for the first time that I seen. Yeah, one in the Mashapong of Pakistan. Ne?
Yeah.
Unomjito omngamla uyabhayisa ngana ngayiyo umjito waseKenya umjito waPakistan ingamla ufunani ngithi mo fire all right
Wait, Nkamla is working in the shop.
He working in the
Working in the
shop.
shop.
Yeah, no, that there is easy.
Poor white.
Yeah, it has to.
Poor white.
Yeah, it has to be those extremely poor.
No, I was so shocked, man. Yes. You know,
The Northern
Cape.
Like people don't know how bad it is in the Northern Cape.
Dude.
The Northern Cape.
Poverty.
And sorry, just to cut you.
Wait, in the northern, he was in the northwest.
Oh, Northwest.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
poverty.
I'm
No,
talking about the Northern Cape.
Okay.
With Okuruman, no Kimberley, no Hope Town, no Orania.
Oh, and then
But
Orang is in
but
the
you-
Northern Cape, and yeah, they poor there. You could see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is that
other side.
not only are they poor and no one talks about it. You know, like mhlawumbe bayahlupheka Alex, but khona ama-camera abantu bayaboneka, so siyazi bayahlupheka. Yes,
Yeah.
siyazi bayahlupheka.
Connectivity.
Yabona kune-activity, so siyayibona i-poverty yakhona. E-Northern Cape ayibonakala i-poverty yakhona. People there are dirt poor. So we're in this town, Hope Town.
Hope.
So
Sane Hope.
Zane Hope. So we go and singena kwenye tavern with my boy, and I don't want to say his name. So we go.
Tavern,
Eh?
Tavern, yeah.
So abanda next boy. Don't worry about the name Hope Town.
I think I'm thinking.
Hope.
You're
Let's
thinking the
sample
Hope.
It's a sarcastic name.
Hope Town.
Jesus Christ.
But even in Orania, they were saying ukuthi Hope Town bayahamba bebalanda balungisa la kula clinic. So anyway, we go to the tavern, ne? We go to the tavern, any tavern fit. And Northern Cape, amakhaladi ase Northern Cape, angithi ila nobukoyisene. Yabona namakhaladi la, you don't know if ukuthi usisi una 18 noma una 68.
Jesus Christ.
1868.
Wow.
Yazi uthi lama khaladi nobukoyisene. Yazi ukoyisene, ikoyisene awukwazi ukuyibona
I'm
age.
getting 16 to 68.
Hey baba. Yabona mina check ithombe zamakoyisene ngeke ungitshele ukuthi
We
unangaphi.
established last week ukuthi unamanga lo brazo.
I'm
Akanamanga
I'm not
ugila
talking
umuntu
about 16 to
phansi.
68.
Yazi njani. But koyisene females mase uyagesa ama age abo.
Okay, I see. But 16 to 68. There's no
Azangi
way,
18 ngaze ungenzi.
Penson uyakhuluma ngathi se-tavern. Yonke into kumele ibe exaggerated. No, shut up,
So
25.
bro. Yebo abantu babonakali boy. Anyway,
You're trying to have a logical
So-
argument with this guy.
So anyway, let me get to my story.
Unamanga. He's gonna blame the vape, I blame uchwala.
So
Usiposa ngamanga.
sangena le tavern ne. Ile tavern le. Yabona ukuthi like angithi you know the premium alcohol is behind the bartender in those shelves ne. Yazi bona banani lapha in those shelves. Bane rich lu boy, bane strawberry lips. Yo. Yabona siyafika lapha. I can't remember what umjida wanted. I think he wanted the Heineken.
Sure.
Abamtshela life jive ukuthi ayikho Heineken.
No, there's no way, man.
Yabona bathi icela ukubhiya akulanda ingude ezithu zama black. Ayisayishaya boy but kashisa. Sathi you know what? No. Sifuna ukuphuza but makunje. So we're like silanda ibhodle ele rich.
Yeah.
Ayisayilanda basinika ne2 liter ye coke. Asichilile boys, chilile kumnandi sibayithu mfethu. Siyabona makhathi kugcwele yabona like hayi next thing usukaraba ngesinglish igama lakhe fuck. But anyway,
bleep, please.
bleep that please. Ezimjida wami lo esombleeper. If let's see if we can chat to some of these girls.
First mistake. You don't do that.
And I say top. Ne? So then I say
What again?
Sam
These are things you don't do in areas where you don't know people.
Since I'm a solid
You
strawberry
also
lips.
shouldn't be telling these stories.
Sahamba silanda strawberry lips I'll beg it up. Yabona masibeke strawberry lips.
Yeah.
Akavele kwavuka leso.
And this happens, man. Yeah.
Zavele like flies.
Like flies.
You know, it's true. We have spent
We
this thing, man. It's
listen to the scary part. The scary part of the story. We drank 2 more drinks. Then all of a sudden he tips me. He's like, look at how these gents are looking at
Exactly.
us. Now the gents are looking at us a type of way. Bro, sasukuma sengathi konke soyilanda emotweni.
Yeah.
We had drank like probably that much of our thingy.
Yep.
And you know, like back then, Irishlu was like 80 rand for the bottle. Strawberry lips was like 65 rand. Sasuma savaya boy. Because we could see ukuthi yabona la.
I know.
Because manje sibuka ukuthi how is it you guys are sitting and there's like 4 or 5 girls just around you now.
That happens.
Yes.
If there's one thing you must never ever do, you go to a town or a umuntu. you do that stunt. I was so bored and
sayibona quick fast in a hurry
never
the way amajita asibuka ngayo
must never
manje sazi ukuthi amajita noma iy'ngane noma amakhehla phela
Tell your story. Charity Porkfontein, Brits.
Brits.
You were telling us Uti, there's a white guy working in a Pakistani shop.
Hey, yazi ngifuna ukuhleka mfethu.
hayi ngeke ngihleke phela
There's something crazy about seeing Ingamla in that position.
ehluphekayo ne yeah
Ufuna, I don't know what it is, man, but it's not a good feeling.
I also get a level of frustration because it feels like
What were they doing?
generally you guys had a head start. I mean, I always like,
No, but you know, most
did you
of
like
them-
do drugs or did you?
No, you know, most of them that are in those positions. I did a documentary for SABC too. Most of them were nurses and cops.
During a party.
Yeah. But totally spanning jam like absolutely nothing.
What are you
Because
span-
most-
Otaki?
Yeah, I would take Patati span. Because most of
And
them
they got fired.
they got fired. Huh?
That's a real story.
Yeah, well, it is a real story.
They were
Most of them
white government employees
Yeah.
that lost their jobs because of the end of apartheid.
Exactly.
It make,
I would take it on a bank and
if that's true, it would make sense why some of them would hate black people.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Ntwana bangena, ntwana- I did a documentary. on it,
I've
and it
never heard
was-
of that.
It was crazy.
I've also
man.
never heard of that.
Well,
That's
amanga-
hectic.
amagata, sponsor pair. But anyway, that's not why I'm telling the story.
But a lot of them, I'm thinking about now that ended up getting into private security.
Yeah, I see, but if I grew up in a country where the laws are the laws are the laws,
Yeah.
whether they're right or wrong, doesn't matter. I'm trying to get by. I don't hate blacks. Hey, fuck the apartheid government. I'm lucky I'm white. And now there's an opportunity to span. And I span. I wake up
Yeah.
every morning, I go to
And
work, I park.
yes.
And now a black government comes in and I'm being told
You've got
because
3
I'm
months.
white, because I'm white and because of the apartheid
Yo.
government,
But also remember
that
they
would
were-
make me hate
But remember,
blacks.
those were rebellious. That I'll never work under a new police commissioner with that.
No,
If they left, that's a different story.
Yeah.
But if they were fired,
Yeah, no.
that's a problem.
So it was a crazy thing, that document. Was it True Color, something like that? But anyway, that's not what I'm telling the story.
But I mean, I get frustrated when I see those guys because it just feels like you've had a head start. You know, you as
wanna say to them,
as
why
a
did you
family.
beat up our parents?
No, not even like just as a family. Like just think about like our grandmothers were like domestic workers. Your grandmother had a diploma in nursing, as an example. That sets up your mom versus Elami Oledi, who was born of a domestic worker. Our parents didn't have the same starting point. Therefore, there's a knock-on effect with that, right? So now, I just go, no, chief. I give me like this level of frustration. Sure. If my grandmother had the resource that your grandmother would have, everything, the assumption is I would now be further.
Yeah.
If that makes sense, you know? So give me when I hear those stories, I just go, sis, I don't have time for you. And sometimes
that's not fair though.
no, I
hope you know that's not fair.
I
I thought he knew, that's why I didn't go into
No,
it.
I
think I thought he knew, that's why I didn't go
That it's
further.
unfair.
Yeah, it's a bit unfair.
no,
That's like white people looking at us like, but you guys have BEE. Why are you unemployed?
no.
It's not like that though.
I hear you. I was just saying, Wuti, it comes across as if your grandparents had this footing, that then your parents had a better footing than my parents, and then there was a knock-on effect. That's what I'm saying.
A lot of them didn't have a better
didn't.
footing.
No, but I'm just saying, Wuti, if
They
Kokwak
didn't.
was unes and Wamukok was a domestic, that's what I'm trying to explain.
Okay.
I'm not talking about the getting fired and losing their job. If that's Ngempela as the truth, then fucking I get it now. Yeah. But Kokwak was a nurse, let's say a single mom nurse, and Wamukok was a single mom domestic worker. Where they put their kids would be in a different footing.
But kids have different abilities.
That's fine. I'm just saying,
Okay.
let's say our cognitive abilities remains equal. Because of the resource available of a child whose mom is a nurse versus a child whose mom is a domestic, my assumption is that they would have a better footing, the one who is a nurse.
Sure.
And therefore, there are knock-on effect to me. So when I see myself, whose grandmom was a domestic, and then I see you, whose grandmom was a nurse, but Usuta is at a Pakistani store, I go, Chief,
What's it?
and now? And I get frustrated because I was like, if my grandmother had your grandmother's privileges, again, all things remaining the same, I would be a lot further. And that's where my frustration comes in.
Gibbs, story sako baba.
You just wanted to laugh at white people. This guy's a racist.
That's not the story. I know the story, but now you are trader. That's why the story is not getting where it's supposed to go. But you're also not shutting him down.
No, mina ngithanda abantu babe.
Yabona lento
babe-
yami
express.
leyo kuvula utshwala le eBudweiser.
You are done.
Yeah. Wathola khona.
So ungawari. So
Yeah,
we get
eyami
there.
le mpahla.
So
Mina ngiyazi ngitholile. Just because you're a fucking thief doesn't mean that you now need to justify your
Bengikhapha umuntu to this event. Ne?
Yeah.
This is in the Northwest.
Northwest, Popfontein. I got lost. Yo, yazi intwana ego yomjida ne. Hey. Ngikhapha lo muntu ngimkhapha yicherry ne. Yamkhapha to this event ne. Bamsela location yasilahla. I'm stuck between Harties, Breads. Yeah, Harties, Breads. Yabona. Nyarana. But no, take this route intwana. Lo muntu ngivana uthi no, but take this route that even though I'm seeing this road man is a dead road in fact ukuthi mele indlule. You know what the trick is? Like if there's lots of water, you take a stick just to figure out the distance between the water and parts, and so that you can pass. Take this route. Yabona it's a man. No. Iwa mayivuma ukuthi ngizolahleka. Uthi no yazini. La wahlaba ngizobabhelela bangilane. Wena sala yini? Ngithi yadanga. My ego can't allow me. Ngilahlekile mina. I went out of the car ngabuza abantu. Let's location. But I'm gonna have so second robot, that robot to chiga. Why? What I see. Sangen. And it was an ego. The one that's driving back, I'm challenged to be in cabinet. Yes, the ego sometimes is dangerous. I could have stood there, Bablande, or Shai kick,
Sure.
Sure. But my ego was like, yo, I got lost. Yo, I was like, never. I don't
You
never.
must fix that shit.
Yeah, no, for sure. But at least they were.
But
Ngiphathile.
abantu babuzile. Khona bangabuzi.
No, ngibuzile mina.
Khona bangabuzi.
No, that one is a dangerous person.
Yeah.
I went out of the car to ask. Ukuthi
That
bafethu.
one is a dangerous person.
Which one?
Ama nicknames lawa.
Yeah.
Ngathi ama snacks. Did they change the formula recipe?
How would I know? I don't work there.
So yeah, it was a bad
You don't
thing.
work with?
Knickknacks.
Well, you're not sharing a lot of information about Ford and what, so usebenza konke la go Ford na go Xiaomi usebenza khona. Yiko busitshela.
Idla ama nicknames.
Well, I work at Steel Clinical. That's how I know that their movies. Ingoba usebenza khona.
Idla mafohlo la.
See, Charles, so shout, that was an ego thing, and I realized I was wrong, you know. But anyway,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Ngathi ama snacks.
Ungawashi ke.
What taste mfethu?
I've been chowing them.
I'm a knickknacks into this.
Actually knickknacks. Ama snacks though. Or maybe I've been eating too much cheese snacks because cheese snacks are the truth.
And you also been chowing those brownies and grape tizer.
No, it doesn't matter if it's ama snacks ngiyawazi ama snacks. But there's estradini wafaka lo plastic encane
Tell the
ushayile.
story, man. Now I'm telling you
Shay ponytail phezu kweplastic. Hayithi yazi shaya ngeponytail. Fana nesiqeda sine ponytail la eplastic. Uthenga iplastic encane ujikjele ishandisi. Usuyi entrepreneur. Biasa geit. NgeAfrikaans. Usomashishini. Uzoba sisityebi. If you can scale. Isiqumama. Usoma business.
So what business?
Do you know what I heard today?
It's in So anyway,
I heard that in called inhloko mafia.
that's a bit. That's what I'm
I almost choked.
That's ufuna ngikhuluma or ufuna ngikhuluma? Ungitshela.
There's a story sakho slow excel. That's one time where they fight over like a traffic light. Khona uhobo yabona ungafika the traffic light mhlambe Empire and what. Ungathi uvela kuthi say hey. And you're like wafisa phone I also came to beg not here.
Not yet.
You're telling me what you guys have monopolized
Yeah.
le intersect angikwazi ukungena.
Yes.
Kumele ngicele.
Yeah.
Ukuzoncenga.
So nje khona amajita ashaya imafia yenhloko
inhloko mafia.
awukwazi ukuba nenhloko noma udayise
That's
ngoba
inhloko.
No, that's true.
ngathi it's the taxi
No, but
industry.
that is true.
Kumele ube part of the association
Yeah,
yenhloko.
that is true though.
Kumele ube part of the association
Uthi nje
yenhloko.
bethu uyithola isiganga sakho well akusona sakho so yabona it's close to an industrial area thizeni. You get wood nyana from here. Thola ibhodo lakho mawuthi ayishaje inhloko kuthiwa hayi.
Yeah, no, you can't.
Afika amanhloko masho.
Afika amanhloko
Azotshe
masho.
akusetshenzwa la.
Nasekasi la abantu bashapang di
Mawutwana. Yeah.
Yeah, it's perception njalo. Umuntu andayena akasifihli ko sicongweni nalo bhayisara. No, you can't. It's only for the people in that section. You can't in fact.
What this tells me is that it goes back to like losers and winners. Black people only hate white people dominating in business and those things because they're losers.
Yeah.
But as soon as they get into a thing, they also don't want to let other people in.
Yeah.
Certain gents want tenders for themselves,
Yeah.
BEE deals for themselves, taxi routes for themselves. No one wants to share. But for some reason, white people must share.
Yeah.
Go do taki on taki. They don't want to share.
No.
Hey, fuck it.
Ihobo zokutshela baba nyoko uzobe ihobo kule robot.
Angeke kule irobot
lami wena.
Irobot lakho. Robot boy. Come on. Tell your story. This is your chance. Pull up. Kuluma, Tebza.
Anyway,
Tebza
I'm going to this kid, Mlotshwa. Man, behave. You know, that's for the first time seeing. I've done a lot of charity events self. I've been to many of them. I think this is the biggest I've been to. He posts himself, so people post him. So I think it's okay to speak about him. My son, I've seen him on social media. The amount of wealth he has. Today I experienced it for the first time, man. It was insane. Lomchita lono fika ngama truck I-30. 30 trucks.
Please visualize, because you sent me the video. No, as in tell the story
how big is
so
this
that
truck?
people can visualize.
I'm thinking of like a 1-ton truck.
This is what I'm saying.
No.
Paint a picture, visualize.
How big the truck is. I will visualize you. I sent you the video.
Yeah, I think it's 8 ton. Each
Yeah.
truck is like
wow.
an 8 ton.
So these are mining trucks.
And
basically.
Yes, yeah.
They branded on the sides.
They're branded.
My Soul Charity Foundation on each and every truck.
Every single truck.
So these are the trucks that carry like coal type of shit. Yes.
Those are 32
No, but
tons.
those are
This is
bigger.
like 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
But-
it's
But
an 8.
good to me that my
Z8.
mind I had a 1-ton. Sorry, I had a small little.
No, that's a Honda H100.
Yeah.
Sikhuluma ngiyabona nje mawuthi truck enkulu.
Sure.
Lawo checkers at delivery shy those
Yes.
ones. Not the huge super links, just in a big truck.
I-30.
Out 30 back to back.
30. 30. Ne? Uzokutshela i-truck one ifaka amazambane. Enye i-truck ishaya i-ace. Enye i-truck antwana ifaka i-rice kuphela. This guy, he was doing a charity event in in Bokfontein. He gave to 300 families.
Full crosser.
Full crosser. 300 families. Lamatraka na wantwana, I don't think you can. In fact, in line corner, maybe from me to McDonald's, Ntwana. From me to McDonald's. So what he did is
That's
that
like a kilometer away.
Ntwana, yes, Ntwana mukunyiwa. So they got families in that area. That in those of in that area, there was a list.
Sure.
Those are the people that got the food parcels. Ntwana, I could not believe it, man. I'm a truck I-30. He's traveling this. Angazi ijiwe kone namavila ngaka I-6 or something.
I think it's 18 million that car that
Yeah, I've
was made
seen
for.
that. The Abaga thingy had that car. Who's that? That mom and that boy that had the soccer team.
Oh, Mamkize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had that 18
Ntwana,
million. rand.
Umpisa.
Umpisana. I'm a Ford Rapture. Makangena.
Oh, what?
Makangena ne?
Yeah.
I'm a Ford Rapture I-6. Then huye in that car. And then I'm a V-Class I-6.
Kunzimala.
Then I'm a Rapture.
Kunzimala.
Then I'm a truck I-30.
Nsimbi. Hey, my soul has got some other money.
Makavaya ntwana kuvaya 20 or 30. Strata savala. Wonke amagata, that area mfethu is a small municipality mfethu.
Of
I'm
course.
like amarina mfethu uthathe wonke amagata mfethu.
It's a must.
Wonke umuntu onari bamgadile.
Inkosi.
All the cops were there mfethu.
300 families.
Nomchita lona
300 families.
People can't visualize.
That
People
was
can't
the
visualize.
first location, 300. The second location was 200 families. Nomchita lona, the way he's so popular, he had celebrities that had to go out and give out listen to listen. He's more popular than them.
That makes sense.
Maga figure. It's like they're seeing God.
Yeah, money is power. Money is God.
You. And we just drive but on truck like the 6-wheeler yakhe ntwana. Just drive myself ntwana. Figure la pantwana bike ntwana ama truck ntwana phuma ntwana. Guy umuntu I'm like yeah. This
You know, if he was a flashy guy, of which he's half flashy in his own way, Mutsipe could do those things.
Yeah.
But his way of flexing is like filling a stadium with church people
exactly.
and doing like the Mutsipe Foundation. So, and at his level, it's disgusting, but it doesn't look like that. That visual is something else.
Do you know what's been
Day
eating me?
before,
Sorry.
so day before, all his employees, Mlotshwa 6 times their salary because it's December.
Is it what?
Yeah, it's salary yabo.
Bonus.
The bonus was times 6.
6 months salary.
Times 6.
And he took them to Sun City, booked out.
Bonke abaka is Sun City.
Hey, my soul has got some disgusting money.
Hey, Mlotshwa,
I think if we
understand.
actually were to hear how much he makes, let's say for example, he makes what, 5 million, 3 million a month. I don't think we understand that type of money.
Everyone has
No, man, that would be disrespectful to him. I think he'd probably not want to talk to you again.
Oh, but I'm going to some
Yeah, but you don't ask a guy like that for things like that because it's annoying. It's like Indona coming to you and saying, class eyodwa, yeah, and you're like, class
do you
eyodwa.
know what I've actually been sitting in
You
my
ask
mind?
for a meeting to sit with me.
What's
Ucela ukuthi ngithelele appetizer.
no, tongue in cheek. But I'm saying, Uti, like, what's
But
been
I'm saying
sitting.
it was dope to see that, man, and well done to him.
Like,
Do you want that type of money? Money, not the conspicuous charity and being seen, but that level
Yeah,
of
the
money.
money, yes. But let me tell you, Lomchita Magafika Lapana in the 2 events. One thing I noticed, Magafika in the car, but driver by
500 families.
Yeah, 500.
Uthi there were celebrities there.
Yeah, celebrities.
I want to ask a question. I just don't know if it's fair.
Big
Were
celebrities
the-
of all the popular shows in Mzansi, and of which the popular shows are SABC one.
Sure.
Forget.
Did he pay them?
Yeah.
Probably. You have to.
Yeah.
But Mina,
Yeah.
the thing that's been sitting on is.
pay immediately. I'm going to Mlotshwa.
Yeah, I want him to say what he wants to say.
For me, I'm not. There's a time where I was plugging onto a lot of the charity stuff that you were doing. I feel like I need to go back there. There's something
For yourself, selfishly.
There's something that is
Healing.
healing. Yes, thank you.
Feeding poor blacks.
It's almost like
Gives you butterflies in your stomach.
do you know when you give a leg up to a
Oh,
lighty?
you take a photo with
No.
in it dust namafinyela.
No, forget that. I'm talking
What's
about,
your name, Tabo?
Do you know when you give a leg up to 9-year-old you? I'm not talking about Impuane and but you see like a little bit of yourself. What we were talking about earlier with the whole podcasting thing, where you see a little bit of yourself, and you're like, and you see this kid, they playing touch rugby with
Plastics.
with the
Or
with the
a
little,
1.5 liter.
yes, and they're
Coke
playing
one.
touch rugby, and you're like, hey gents, here's 4 rugby balls.
Sure.
Figure it out. And then you watch their eyes going, what? And you know, Wuti, now it's going to change their 2026. Just those 4 rugby balls will change their 2026. Or you'll see kids, whatever, playing soccer with the mastoking, and you're like, here's 10 soccer balls. I feel more than ever I need to go back there.
That does something, man.
Just that, bro. Like at my small Anyana level, like I'm every day it's getting more and more aggressive, that monkey on my back.
I said to Duntlantla Lux recently, and normally when I sit with him, one of the things he keeps emphasizing is build your own community. Because that's the one thing he criticizes all the politicians for.
Sure.
You're a member of parliament, you're a minister, you're a big deal. Can we see where you grew up? Forget in Daweni. We just want to see where you grew up. Say, what's the just show us. There was a chick who was trending on TikTok now who apparently, I didn't watch the video, I just saw the caption.
Sure.
Apparently she went to go and visit her parents and the house is sort of not in good shape.
Sure.
And she's well off. And apparently in the video she says, it's not my responsibility. Why didn't my parents fix their own house? That's a controversial one. You guys can share your opinions. But the bottom line is, Excel, let me see where you grew up.
Imagine that's your
Because you're a
sister.
powerful person, you're rich.
Yeah.
Just show us your home to be like, yeah, because of me, there's now tower. We've now fixed the school. Before I went, Tito Mboweni, may he rest in peace.
Sure.
He went to his old primary school.
Sure.
It looked horrible. Ooh, we've done charity work at Sil Ramaphosa's primary school at Shawelo in Soweto.
Sure.
You look at these places and you're like, these guys should be embarrassed.
Can I tell you?
But I wanted to say, when
I-
Lulax was speaking,
create your own community.
because he's speaking about the work that he's doing and the rehab, at some point I found myself feeling that guilt. Would say, what is Umuntu doing for Ematati and the schools we went to? Just as a minimum.
So Mina, this is
At
where
a minimum, you're right.
this is
By
where
the way,
push
I
back.
send money to my old schools, but I don't tell anyone.
So this is where I push back. Well, you've told a couple of people now. So this is where I push back, because I feel like a lot of us suffer from a level of trauma where we were raised. We feel it didn't assist, rather it pulled us back. So we've had to unlearn certain things, because going back there just is triggering. It's traumatic. It's like growing up in an abusive home. Now when you find a way out.
Put another way, you're saying that place didn't make me. I had to make myself.
Yeah, it's not just that place didn't make me. That place destroyed me.
Sure.
And I had to unlearn.
I can't.
I'm not even talking neutral. So if you say that place didn't make me, let's just say my primary school didn't make me.
Yeah.
I'm neutral to my primary school. I'm on 0.
Sure.
Ne? I'm talking about a place that you feel breaks you. There's people that don't go back to a Newcastle because it's such a painful
memory when they have to go back.
And now you're telling me to give back.
And I have to give
Yeah.
back.
That's like a
So-
parent saying, "My kid won't grow up in this environment because that."
But I'm saying, and I'm using the.
But the
I'm-
aspects
I'm-
of that environment
I'm-
that built you.
That's fine. I'm using examples of people that grew up in abusive homes.
Oh, okay. okay.
Ne? So
school where the teachers bullied
yes,
you,
they
the
bullied
kids
you, they were
bullied you.
racist. The school was racist.
You were
the school was
assaulted.
this.
Ulimele
Yeah,
nje
but-
today.
Yeah.
Kwamabhuna
And
kushaya.
you got so much trauma. Then you say to me, I need to go back and help that school. So I hear certain people when they say that. I don't agree that you need to say it on TikTok, but I get it, because now there's many environments when people say, why aren't you doing this at this place X in Newcastle or that in Newcastle? And I'm like, you see those specific places? It's traumatic for me,
1, 2, 3, yeah.
because I feel like those places held me back, or those people held me back. I'm happy to help there.
Yeah.
I would do more. For example, let's say, this is a silly example, from the school that my mom taught at versus the school that I went to.
Hlalanati.
Hlalanati High. You know, Hlalanati is senior secondary, actually. So I would
Hlalanati High. It's always been Hlalanati High.
It's always been Hlalanati High.
Yeah, it's not secondary or senior secondary.
My apologies. So I would rather do more, because when I was in school, I felt like those teachers there helped me more with physics, helped me more with maths. So I used to try taxi to Hlalanati, Ubab Madlala to go and assist me, Ubab Ngobo to help assist me. Those are the people that I'm like, shit, I feel like I need to do more there, you know. But I'm not saying that I hate my school. I love my school. I was a guest speaker there.
Shout out to Newcastle High.
Shout out to Newcastle High. I really love Newcastle High, but I'm just using it as a point of comparison under the old headmaster, not to Mr.
Jan
Governor.
Tutoy.
Yeah. not
I
to Mr.
didn't
Governor.
like him at all.
So
Yeah, he was very racist.
I had a challenge with Jan Tutoy. Right now, Manuel Governor called me, can you be a guest speaker? I'm happy to. Love that.
Shout out to
You
Mr.
know,
Governor.
He was never my principal. So I never had the privilege of being a student under his leadership. But I'm looking at where it is now, like, hey, I'd like certain things that, because there were so many privileges that I experienced, even though there's also disadvantages of being a black boy in that space. But for someone to come to me and say, take your kids there. No, I won't. Hey, why don't you? No, the best I'll do is go and be a guest speaker free of charge. The best I can do is hold a seminar for the staff. The best I can do is workshop the kids. I'm happy to do so. You know, outside of that, no.
Here's a question for you. Mina?
No, I was speaking to what you're saying. Mina, the varsity I went to,
High school, Squale High School.
high school, I would help out, man. I think they really shaped me, man.
Is it?
My 2 primary schools, I'm not so sure.
People forget primary schools. It actually makes me sad. People focus on high school and tertiary. And
get
I
the
wish
people
because
with
the
one.
real development, to be fully honest, happens there.
Give me more. But my varsity, Mina, they can go bend themselves.
They're gonna fuck
Hey,
themselves.
you've got a problem with your voices, ne?
Fucking
My question for you. So this thing, Antlantla Lux, part of why I'm raising it was we can never fix society if we're always running away.
Yes.
Because it's Joburg today, it's New York tomorrow, then it's Dubai. And then we look back, we're like, oh, Mataten is collapsed. Newcastle has collapsed.
You complain.
Grahamstown has collapsed. Look at what Joburg wasn't like this. And then someone's meant to ask, but you never invested though. You ran away. Who was meant to fix it? Who's meant to fix Ishawelo or Mahuba's Kloof? Who's meant to fix it if not them? Because they became the guys. Yeah. And sometimes you don't even need to use your own money. Because you're a minister or a president, you just sometimes you tell yourself, I'm going to visit once a year and just ask all the business people and the what guys, please donate to the school. Just that might make a huge diff. My question to you was going to be, in all the pain, and I know this is unfair, this is very unfair.
Sure.
But in all the pain, would you not maybe want to consider that there's another Penson here,
Yes.
Lighty, who might be going through the exact same fucking thing I went through, and he's drowning, and he wants to get the fuck out of here, but I might be like the ray of sunshine. And it doesn't have to be I'm coming to fix the school. It can be like, I want to see kids that are similar to me. I'm going to pay for your school fees. I'm going to donate rugby balls. Fuck the school. Fuck the school. I'm here for the kids.
You said, because Minukumbule, I was extremely negative to Newcastle High. I was very, very negative to that school. Ulungelo then said that to me in 2014. And that's when we started, you started the Newcastle Old Boys, and then we started going back for games and things like that. So ever since then, that did sit, that hit.
And it was and then again, the principal now doing the job that he's doing.
Sure.
Now there's also that part of it, you know. But if it wasn't for that, I'd be like, nah, screw that.
Understood.
You know, I'd be like, no.
My other problem with this is we don't need to be saviors, and that's my other issue with Otaki. So you don't need to be Patrice, Mysol, Ramaphosa, Mboweni. All we're asking, I remember we sat with, I know I criticize AfriForum a lot these days because of America and Trump. We sat with Ernst van Zyl, and the one thing he spoke about was volunteering an hour a week in your community to give back.
Sure.
Whether it's picking up papers, or maybe you're a maths teacher or something, but you say, I'm going to volunteer 1 hour with whatever skill I have.
Sure.
And when it comes to our schools, Penson mustn't become a big celebrity who's rich, who goes to Newcastle High, I drop R1 million. It's a reunion weekend. I go back to my primary school, high school, maybe varsity, maybe the neighborhood. I do that one day out of 365. That's all I commit. But in that one day, I go with the intention of, I'm going to leave 100 Rand, 500 Rand. I'm going to speak to some kids. I'm going to greet some teachers. I'm going to be like, believe in yourself. I'm going to ask if any of them are smart and need bursaries. Maybe when I leave, something. One day, I'm going to pick up papers and then I leave. And then I tell everyone else, guys, just do the same. And if all of us do that thing, all of a sudden it looks like the school, this neighborhood is rich. Because when you look at schools like Help Makar, Sizanani, basically, in Zulu.
Yeah.
If you hear the stories of Yani Muton and their high schools, Abo Paul Ruas, Abo Grey College, a lot of these schools, it's white parents. The dad is a plumber. The other timer runs a shop nyana.
Nepusha,
The
yes.
old lady is a housewife. But they commit once a week. The old lady brings extra food that they cooked for the kids to eat. Each time I was like, I'm a plumber, so ngiyaspana, but makhona inkinga just call me. Mhlampe they get a discount at the school, but they just like, we don't need a big budget for the school because we all volunteer. Oh, mama balethu ukudla, abanye baya coach. Whenever the kids are being coached, because the parents are coming to watch, the coach is not coaching alone. He's got a whole panel. When they need sponsors after every training session, it's like, okay, look, we've run out of rugby balls. And the timer's like, I've got $50. I've got $20. Hey, let me just go to my car.
fast, yeah.
Let's go and buy. Here's money. You can go buy 10 balls. We don't need a big sponsor, sponsored by Tribal Media House. Thanks for all. No, it's just, and you put that all together. And all of a sudden you look fucking phenomenal.
My question is, why do I have to always go back there? Because there's so many people here that might need my assistance. You know, let's assume that I feel like they didn't build me.
Yeah,
I feel like here they didn't build me. So it goes back to the conversation we had about soft skills. Please, thank you.
Sure.
I go to Cosmoseat and I go to the school there. This is just an example. Go there, I speak at their matric fair. And the people there to say thank you, spinach, nethanga, siyabonga nakho, yabona niyopheka. I go back to my old school. I say that I get no thank you. I get nothing. You know, and I'm like, I drove 3.5 hours to come here. You know, I had to book accommodation. There was a real cost. Whereas Cosmo City, it's 20 minutes, you know, and on top of that, the soft skills. So I'm like, because I'm human.
level of appreciation.
Because I'm human, right? Okay. I'm like, I'm gonna go here. So when I look at a lot of the charity stuff that I do as well, you know, there's nothing that grates my tits than me giving of myself.
Lack of gratitude.
And then there's a lack of gratitude.
But
because
don't people say give without expecting something?
fuck that. I'm a human being.
No, I'm asking.
Yeah, they do say
that's what
that.
people
Yeah,
say.
yeah. So I'm not.
Don't take
so,
pictures.
So I'm not that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not that. Nami, I also want to have that warm, fuzzy feeling of gratitude. Not saying Guti, go down on your knees and what. I'm just saying there's people that feel so entitled. Guti mau fig in the way and uzoniga 50 rand, but 50 rand fetu.
Those ones
Hamba nge
those
G-Wagon.
ones are worse.
No, but there's there hamba nge G-Wagon fetu usashingishine tao. Like there's spaces that even when you go to give, they still want more. Or you go to give and neutral, then there's spaces where manga she shum.
Yeah, buy a blind. Yeah, no, for sure.
Ukuthi umnike ishuku fethu ogezela imoto fethu ngifuna ukuthi danke for leli shumi leli. And you're like,
Shum is wondering.
Is wondering. I'm gonna come back here. I'm gonna come back here because as much as I'm helping to fill their cup, Nami, they're filling my cup. So I truly believe in, because that's what I'm yearning for when I'm saying charity. You know, as much as I want to give
for something that you're going to feel.
Yes,
Selfish reasons.
It's well, that's but so I want as much as I want to give, and I do want to give. But I'm in a privileged space. I want to give, but I also feel like there's a feeling that I'm missing.
Okay.
And I think Wuti is like mentoring someone. There's a feeling that you get from mentoring someone. But there's nothing worse than having a shit mentee. Is that what it's called? Who's, hey, let's jump on a call. Google call at 8. Mocha ngena ku Google call ngo-80 akekho lo
You cancel that person.
Hawu lentwana. Usha nge-WhatsApp intwana. Okay, no. Uche checka isavuka empedini. Like chief,
That's the last meeting.
you know,
I'll tell you, don't ever do charity that doesn't feel right, because you will end up angry. There's a reason
get
I stopped.
frustrated.
There's a reason I stopped doing charity work, and I did some charity work this year, but I made a decision a few years ago for multiple reasons. One of them being, I do think charity destroys people. Having done charity for as many years as I have, I really think it destroys the beneficiaries a lot. Number two, the lack of gratitude has hit me many, many times.
it's painful, bro.
It's not nice when you're really trying to make a difference. And there was a time where out of our own pockets, the people that were coming to do the work, because we'd get people to come through, the parents were starting to ask questions about us. Who are these guys? For sure, but the government. They pretend bazosiza kanti bazodli, and you're like, you know what?
Leave it.
That's when you spoke about uthenga utshwala in a small town. Your life might be in danger, because then rumors start spreading. And then also, I really think a lot of the charity we do is wrong.
We do it wrong.
I think a lot of the things we do for charity are not the things that are going to make a real change. They are necessary things. There's mhlampe ikross abazodla what. But now bazodla and then balambe. So there's certain things that we're meant to be doing. I remember sitting with Usbuda and we were discussing black tax in the festive season. And I remember at the time saying, we also need to open our minds to black tax not just being money. Can black tax include opportunities?
And service,
Where you go home and you say, guys, spanda. I might be able to check out 66.
No, petty laptop.
Petty laptop.
Aspire my CV.
Sure.
Ozan. Yabona njengoba
Out in ngilungisela
Shaw,
ama CV enu.
Yeah.
Skills, soft skills, out in letelo tie.
Sure.
Like there's certain charity work where when you go there, you're like, I don't want to come to your place, feed you guys, we laugh, we take pictures, and then we leave, and then you wait. I want to come here and find exactly what the problem is, see if I can identify some leaders that we can help empower, and those leaders will then fix you guys.
Can I ask you a question?
I hope you remember that.
Yeah, well.
You know, the thing in charity, I don't want to speak. I don't speak a lot about my charity stuff. Maybe for an example about where you get to a point you're like, as a little flop. There's a main coach, he coaches.
What's the name of the team?
12 yes.
Keeping the FC?
He says I must change it to Giving the FC. You've said that before.
You must.
Yeah, 12, 16, 18. I sponsor the three is it divisions or age
groups,
yeah. For the whole year, everything. Young John. I under 12 him now, I flop. 16 and 18. Yeah, that's when I was
told
like,
me the story.
I'm tired of this shit, man. Because lento lazy ziyadanga manje. Zilanda insize. They're not ready for my game. They don't come to training. That one was like, okay, because I've experienced it in the whole, I was like, okay, that you can forgive, you can carry on for long to help. When it hit me, the coach is like, yes, in fact, I'm coming to for his it's killing me, man. I went to the parents with buy a disc. Oh, they all said no, Ibola, yeah. Ibola, I want a ball. All the parents said no, they won't buy.
Something you're doing for their kids.
And the coach said, it's like, help these parents, I drink with them, I know them. But they all said no. All of them.
I want to add this about Lux.
Okay,
so you had a point.
Yeah.
Okay. My bookmark is school. Please, sir.
Okay. Just for those that don't understand, when you speak about soft skills, because I want to go about, if you'll allow me, what we spoke about earlier with the podcast. What do you mean when you say soft skills, when people lack soft skills?
You want me to answer?
Yes, please.
Oh, okay. So soft skills are basically what we call manners, and the way you carry yourself in society. So there's hard skills. Can you work a camera? Are you technically proficient on a laptop, software? A KFC, uyakwazi ukuyifrya ngempela inkukhu. Those are all the hard skills that we can see. We say, deconstruction fethu uyayishaya. The soft skills are basically lubrication or oil. What's the soft skill? It's good day, sir. How are you?
Yes. Please.
When you rock up at that site, awunuka amakhwapha, awunuka utshwala.
Yes.
When you rock up there, clean. You rock up on time. So you might be like, I'm the best at this thing. That's a hard skill. But the soft skill is you're always late. The soft skill is you never say thank you. You can be things like
entitled.
Sending ama invoice nje ukuthi kusentwana ngifuna ukuspana na kodwa ngathi kubukhuni. So you need that lubrication, and for a lot of our people, especially in the industry, film, let's call it, might being exposed, you realize how many kids come in, they wanting to be famous and divas. And the people that tend to last longer are the guys who are saying thank you to everyone.
Please,
thank you so much. Please.
On time.
On time. They've prepped there. And then when you're like, but that guy's not even that talented. He's not. But what intemidlisayo is the soft skills.
It's the same when you coach sports.
Sure.
Why is this lighty always playing, but there's a better lighty
Much more talented.
who is on the bench or plays for a B team? He's late. He never has his kit.
Penson.
He's always got excuses, like in a game, I got pass.
Une
He's not a
attitude.
team. Yeah, bon. So we would, and I'm sorry to bring up things that we were chatting about in a private space, but I think it's important here. So if there's one thing that I think all of us yearn is that we want to help the kids coming up. Yeah, bon. So when it comes to podcasting, I think when Lighty wants to start a podcast, I've got 20 subscribers. I'm like, I'll come on your channel. Sure. We can interview, we can engage. Perfect. And you have a situation where Intwani Zoti, please can you come, send a DM. Hey Penson, I've got a podcast. Please can you come and interview you? Ne? I go, sure.
Okay.
Intwani is gonna be like, okay, we'll say Val. And he can and I can only come through on a Tuesday because that's the only time he's available.
Okay.
He's available. I'm just span 5 days, but then I offer Tuesday. So at about 12, can I come through? And I'm saying, Chief, who needs who? Therefore, who needs to do the sacrifice? You need to ask, so they don't have that soft skill of saying, when are you? I already understand, which I need to drive from Randburg to Eval.
With my fuel.
With my car, my fuel, my however, even if I Uber there, that's me. They can't process that because they see you as in a position of privilege. Come on, bro, you can drive. You have all this. They can't cater the capacity is that you get there. But say we're shooting at 12. So you've now sacrificed. You get there at 11:45. Ne? Umchita hasn't set up.
No.
Umchita usha ngefone. Fine, sure. Ifone ana space. Usucela ukuthi cela ungishuthe ngefone yakho. Also, I'm here.
Who was it Khomuso who told us that story about a lighty that he had to give a lift? Was it Khomuso?
Yes.
His father felt entitled. He's mentoring a lighty.
Yes.
Now the father's like, no, this guy will bring you back. You're like,
I had that when
I
I
must
was
now
teaching.
carry your kid.
I was teaching. What's the place?
Israel Mateke Zulu spoke about this on podcast and show.
I said Bedford View in Dow. And this lady, literally with a mouthful of teeth, said, Ingani, I'm based in Randburg. This is 30 minutes drive. Ingani, after school, uyoilanda, uyoifundisa kwakho. And then you uyibuyise because then ubhizi uyaspan. I'm teaching your matric lighting also failure because you storm. Akafuna ukuspan for free. Not getting paid for this.
Gratis, pro bono.
I literally said to her, no, if the child needs help, I'm willing to help. But because you lack soft skill, you are so entitled to whatever.
Grant.
I must drive to the child's school.
Grant.
Ingane must say, I've got to work. Ingane is calling on 2. So fuck whatever I have to do. I need to make sure I pick up your child at 2, drive them all the way back to fucking Randburg. Ngifundise ingane. Awazi ukuthi exercise. Drive them all the way back to your house. And I'm saying that the soft skills.
I'm saying a charity destroys people's minds in this way.
That way. Because we want to help. Guys, whoever's watching this, we want to be on your podcast. We want to.
No, you.
I want to be on your podcast. People say, hey, Fetu, I've got music that I want to push. I've got t-shirts that I want to push. I want wow that I want to push.
Sure, I'm willing to help you.
Yeah, for free. Mina saying charger.
Now, all of a sudden, the guy's like, okay, you want to push my t-shirt? I'm like, I'm willing to help you. Yeah, it's
Mina for money,
It's 350 rand for the t-shirt. No, your t-shirt is shit. You are trying to use my platform.
The t-shirt is shit.
No, I charge to post things on my platform. I charge real money to put things on my platform. You want me to go and buy your useless t-shirt that no one knows? Yabon, Tembisa rules. Yabon.
Tembisa. Why is Tembisa catching stress?
Okay, Matati. Skelege kosa se
Why is
Matati.
Matati catching stress?
Skelege of Timbuktu. Ne? So now I have to buy your pop t-shirt. Yabon, 25 gram weak t-shirts. And now I have to buy your
Can you
t-shirt.
skip us with 25 grams?
I'm so confused.
Hey, you also
man.
can't make things
There's no
outrageous.
such thing.
Can you skip us with 25 grams?
25
But the good quality skippers 180. 25 grams.
I think to buy the shittest. Guess, skipper, this is medium. Says the extra large.
Phela siyavitina njengale toilet paper
Sekhona
shipping.
u-eBay. Sekhona fethu
Ebine.
ebine.
Yini le brand ebine?
You
usewile.
Asakuke.
Ngoba ushangale printing yena ngathi yanamathela.
Intwana, now I have to buy for 350 skipper sakhe.
Ebine.
I come on the platform, ngisigqoke ngikhulume ngentwana is this. Excuse mase ngiyayiposta ku story sami, ngifake ku reel. Ifuna zonke lezo zinto lezo. And then if I say no, la majita fethu asivayela
but I
ngaphandle.
think Mlotshwa, what you're saying, and you're raising it, what
The
both of
soft
you guys,
skills.
It's a value, man. What value are you bringing to my life? Besides the good intwana,
That's what charity is missing.
Okay,
That.
sure.
It has to be a value exchange.
Yeah.
Yes, you might not have money. Yeah, but Anton, you might not have money. I say to people that and we all experience this. You get tagged when I'm eating stories about 20 stories a day. You get tagged, and I always when I feel like I actually respond. I don't want to use the word always. Guti, why would I repost this? You've tagged me on your story. I'm asking you, because it's you at gym, let's just say. Nah? Why would I repost this? What's in it for me? Because we're humans,
Do you say that?
Yes, not all the
You
time.
must change your approach.
No, sometimes I get frustrated. Again, I'm also
But you must
just a
change your
little
approach.
talala. Because I'm like, make sure, Uguti, if it's just you at gym, say something like, saw this gym exercise of Penson. Just want to
That's
give a
the
shout
approach.
out.
So for example, be like, this is really dope. Next time, send me a shout out and then I'll repost it.
Sometimes I'm just too frustrated.
I hear you. That's for you. That's the
Yes.
soft skills training for you.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's 100%. You're correct.
Sure.
But
Because Umchita is also a fan. They're trying to give you a shout out. So
No,
most people
but-
frustrated now.
No,
but a lot, unfortunately, aren't giving me a shout out because every time
I think that's why you must tell them.
Every time a person is giving me a shout out and they tag me, I repost it.
Sure.
Even if it's not me there, even if they're pushing their brand, whatever their brand is. But if you've done it, and I feel like there's a value exchange of some sort, yes, you've got 100 followers. That's neither here or there. But if I feel like there's a level of appreciation, I'll repost it. But give me, it's just a level of entitlement. Uguti, and if I don't, then you have the audacity to keep sending me DMs like, I won't read your DMs.
Hey, Konabantu, that spammers. They tag you on everything.
I've realized, Guti, there's so many people what's worse, I just block you and you don't even understand because I'm tired of you every 2 days, just boop.
so what they're selling you is not of value to you, nah?
And Yazi, in their defense, they really just trying to get your attention. They're trying to be like, Fitz, I think about you every 2 days. Because I'm like, I'm a fan. But I know when there's too much, it's difficult to engage.
And they were
Or
told
like
that
a reel.
instead, business
Don't
stuff,
take no
just
for an
take
answer. Just keep
go.
going.
Guys, I want to give you guys a tip. When you want to collaborate on a reel, usiteka siba 50 khona no Kevin Hart siyabona sithekiwe sonke siyabona the thing is
can't
what
defend
is
them,
in
so
it what's in it for the person
one
on
of
the
them
other
will
side
repost.
and
50 is a 50 chance. Ngoba uPenson uyangibhampela, Kevin Hart uzongirepost.
Kevin Hart is on
Ngoba uyaphapha.
yeah
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart is on the poster on a reel so it sits on his feed yeah as on the poster yabona.
Ngoba you're a hater.
You have to find a way, and again, this is how you get return business. It's account management. You need to find a way to make the person on the other side feel good.
That's also when I stopped believing in Ubuntu. when I realized that most people understand Ubuntu as one directional.
100%.
How Ubuntu bakho? And I was like, I don't think Ubuntu was meant to be one directional.
Yeah.
I think it's meant to be two directional. So at the lowest level, I do something for you.
Yes.
If ever I get a chance, I'll return the favor.
Sure.
But Ubuntu is meant to be like, you've helped me.
Yeah.
Ngicela nje ukukuphakela something uhambe nakho. And you're like,
No, ipapa nerhabish.
this is now Ubuntu. And I made a video about it at some point saying you can't exercise Ubuntu nenja. You can't exercise Ubuntu nesilwane. Because that person is actually gaslighting you.
Sure.
Don't you have Ubuntu? Where's your Ubuntu? You're saying it because you're trying to fucking leech me.
You're trying to milk out of
Uzwe mhlampe ANC if you I phela thina sinobuntu and you're like but awukho ubuntu when you guys are chowing imali not
Ne?
Buphi ubuntu then
You give a
but
person a
now
lift.
manje nifuna ivote manje nifuna kube yithina sinsiza namadoda udomele siveze ubuntu kodwa manidla imali there's no ubuntu there.
But sometimes
no.
people don't understand when you try and break it down the way that you're breaking it down. So I say straight up what's in it for me.
You can do that.
And people are like, oh, I'm like, no, I'll give you what you want. Ne? What are you offering me in exchange?
You must change your approach though.
If
is
we
my
driving,
opinion.
if you say Penson, I'm going to Newcastle, you're going to Newcastle. Ne? Cela unginike lift. Mhlawumbe ngiyabona intwana mhlawumbe you don't have the financial means, sure. Wena you must make sure uzoba u-DJ kule moto. Ingoma zonke lezi yabona izipiano ezifresh wena you must line them up. Yabona ilahas le nebebebe you must just feed me chats bro.
Uhleke boy.
When you follow Trevor no one. Indlela yo. So when I come back or something. So when I come back, the first person I must say, hey, Ntwana.
Donna's got no jokes. There's no music.
Sibuyela nini egoli. Because ngiyazi ukuthi uzoshaya ingoma sing.
Izothi intwana icela ukuthandaza the whole way.
Aye, that's not in for me. Hamba nabantu bakashem. That's not for me. Yabona, awufaki la khasi. Khona umuntu engimusho. Suka Penson sifike khona ulelo. Indlela yonke.
Engiphinde ngihambe nawe.
Angiphindanga. Imoto yami phefumulo wami.
Wena uhleli kwi-luxury.
Ngitshela ukuthi no yena une yabona financial ngiko grinding no 100 rand wamjida wami. I was like, Chief, I don't need your money. I'm already going there. Angicela ngikhipa lapho. Ulele indlela yonke.
Ukwi-sleep liner.
Yabona uku-sleep line msuka.
Uvele wehlisa nje isithi intwana.
Indlela yonke.
Except, please, just take it easy on the,
Yeah,
take it easy on the bumps.
Hey.
Except, take it easy on the bumps.
Yeah. So nice sleeping in the rain.
Did you get me something at the shop? What are you eating? It smells good. Is that steak and kidney?
Oh shit.
That's what I'm sure I'm saying.
No, you
Except
have to.
take it easy on the pumps. It's a bit.
What guys?
What's
You and is it?
but you must change the approach.
Gary V says it, which you can get anything that you want as long as you can give people what they want.
Gary Vaynerchuk.
So if you can give people what they want, and I'm not saying both is bad because okay, yabona those ladies understand value proposition. I'm not saying both is but
What is their value proposition? That all the way to Nakbambe.
It's because it works. That's why they're like, it's a
yeah.
pamage.
But there's so many ladies.
Pamage.
There's so many ladies that want.
Must check your face card.
There's so many ladies that want to go out.
Driver,
They want to
drink.
drink.
Uber drivers.
Yeah, bashange
Yeah,
pamage.
washa-
How much did I ask?
Each and mangana nyubu. What's okay?
Pumps.
Yeah.
That's
Hey,
very.
sis,
So
bad
I'm not
guys,
saying
yes,
it's
yes.
guys. Both is
Amanye amachida like I cartelism caucus is one.
as promoted guys.
Yeah.
You know,
Cartelism.
you know that you must believe in business seriously. Each and you come.
But also you going out. Funi podlele mo way. Just make us feel good.
No. You know, hey, that takes a lot, eh?
Yeah, it takes a lot.
But
No,
guys,
that takes-
but kono sisifethe go baphuza amaphodle mama way mase bona basebe grand sebeyavaya. And abenzanga next la. And I'm not saying again, asisho ukuthi
Yeah, hey, please put that. No, put that disclaimer.
If you
right.
know,
Hey, that one
but
is
just
serious,
in that
one.
space, make the guys, hey, Penson, I like your t-shirt. Yo, Penson, you're so funny.
No.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Like, do something
I
for
knew
those
this
guys.
one- I knew this one was gonna go.
Why?
I
Put them out.
I remember making a post. I remember making a post, and I think like months later, if not a year later, Chris Excel posted something similar to what I'd said in the past.
Okay.
I was saying we need to create
Be careful with this one.
a society where there's some type of societal standard.
Agreed.
Uti girls know uti, if a guy, and everyone knows,
Yeah.
it's spoken.
Yes.
Once everyone knows, then they don't have to say. But
Sure.
for now,
Yeah.
can I buy you a drink? Yes, but then you must chat to me. for 10 minutes.
If a drink is worth
I
30
say,
rand.
can I buy? Can I?
And
Can
before
I?
it was like that.
Can I buy
But
you
it
and your
was- it
friends?
was
But then
unspoken.
you're coming home with me. Oh, that would be great. Ngoba manje mfethu
Yeah.
amachita athenga because amachita now eat dome.
Facts.
Fucking pieces of shit. Fuck up
Facts.
the market.
Yeah.
Abo sis mfethu just enjoy and they fuck off. Afika uphenwel after. Hola. Athi it's okay, I'm leaving. Usedlile usuthu uphuzile. Uphenwel uyafika uyahamba.
and the whole night, these 3 gents are chatting to themselves, and the 3 ladies are sitting there chatting
By
to
themselves.
And and then when Upen come, and then the girls, let's say whatever, now these guys are angry.
Can I ask something?
I fully agree with
you
what
know,
you're saying.
but I want to ask something. And sometimes we can't be fully honest. I think women know this thing, man.
They do know it.
Forget women. My message is
They
to
do it,
They do
my
know it.
message is to Amachita because it's the gents that
Yeah.
get arrested for rape.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
Amachita must be like say for harassment,
Can we cheat the
for
next
assault, for
morning?
rape.
All rise.
Yeah, all rise.
Sure. Yeah.
No, the standard.
Amachita that must be like, hey, can I buy you a drink? And then Umchita mustn't be like, manje akasangikhulumisa awona ngikuthengela i-drink.
No,
Don't do that.
there's
Be upfront and
there's-
say, can I buy you a drink? I'd like to chat to you for like 15 minutes. Also, buying me a drink means a chat. Yes.
There's-
If you don't want to chat to me, it's okay.
So
I'm not gonna buy you a drink.
Cutting what? I say
No.
You know, I said this on
Kotana, local quarter, all rise, kusasa.
I said this on Twitter because some chick was like, why don't men chase women anymore
Because it's
in
sub-
2025?
yeah,
And I was
submitting-
like, number one,
sexual
because
harassment.
number one, we're feminists, and number two, that's harassment
Yes.
in 2025. So
Fact.
why would I be harassing you?
This-
You
but-
guys want us to do these things when niggas do it, niggas
Yeah.
you don't like, all of a sudden it's harassment. And these
Sure.
niggas get confused because they're like, but I was
You
speaking to
said-
chicks last week and
Yeah.
they were like, they like this. And I thought I'm still like
Yeah.
chivalrous, so I will pursue you.
Yeah.
But now that I pursued you, like, I'm sorry, this guy's harassing me. Please, can you move away?
But
Nah, fuck
there,
that, man.
there was a point in time where he made in you if cheater.
But that line of glue imali, glue umuntu, you know, and if you don't subscribe to it, you don't have to be here.
Well, you can be and just say no thanks.
Then why is it? Then
I came to have a good time by myself. I've got my own money.
Then be in your own space.
Say no thanks. So that's the advice
Yes.
you give to girls because
Yes.
there are
I'm-
some monster
I'm-
gents
I'm-
out there.
I'm saying if there's a clear line, I'm saying it's in this world that you've created, there's a clear line. Ukuthi mawudla imali yalo mchita uzodla wena.
in some way, whether it's conversation,
Yeah. Yes, man.
conversation, chillas.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
but-
a kiss on the cheek.
But in this case, when mawudla imali yakhe yena udla wena ke sex. Yabona. I'm saying ukuthi, and it's willing buyer, willing seller.
And that culture is already rapey. It must
no,
be shut down.
No, it's not drapey if it's an agreed upon.
No, of course.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying the line of "Dliuma lidliwa umuntu," I'm saying that as a tagline is part of rape culture, and it must be fixed.
I don't know.
Because
I think-
umchita mayisebamba icheri uzothi phela udla imali yami mina ngidla umuntu.
No.
And you're
no.
like, no, dog.
I agree fully with that.
So it must be
It's-
fixed.
It's rapey. I'm only speaking in spaces where it is agreed upon by both parties. Fully agreed throughout the whole transaction.
That's what I'm saying. Even
From
if you
start-
chat, you must be like,
from start to finish, because
might-
I want to
Yabo,
still
when-
people change and this
when
and that.
you're gonna be my girlfriend tonight.
Yeah.
When nje everything from me, mawulambile baby, but
And
yabo
we
yabo
agree-
masekushaya inkathi sihamba
And we
sendlini.
agree
And then she
on
must be like, no
you-
problem.
you-
And we
know there's
agree not just at the beginning, in the middle, and at the end.
And there must be
You know there was a time.
witnesses.
You know there was a time
She's
when
gonna get doped and be like,
You know
I don't
there was a
want-
time when
don't
that was normal, eh? And ring. It was a culture thing. But as it doesn't fit, you call it something obvious.
Sure.
And
Have
ring.
you seen
There's
those?
none of those things. Each debate out. If I'm gonna go to a guy's place, something will happen.
There's still
There
a lot.
wasn't
There's
any-
still a lot of girls like that, and then niggas get comfortable, and then they do it with the wrong girl, and then all right.
Have you seen those reels of birds where the male bird will come with like a bug in his mouth?
Okay.
And then you'll give it to the female, and the female will either fly off, like she doesn't the bug.
never seen it.
Or she then eats the bug.
Sure.
And then as she's eating, the guy jumps on the bird and nembe.
That's a meme.
No, it's a real, like in
that's
in
a
the
video.
animal kingdom.
Oh, like a real thing that
Yeah,
happens.
in animal kingdom.
Jesus Christ.
With the animals, the way
Say,
that the guy
"Idliwe
wins it-
mina ngizobe ngidla wena."
yeah. So it's if you don't
With my worm.
and you see the female bird, she flies off. Like,
Fuck's sake.
she's like, I don't want your worm. Your dirty, short, little, small little worm. I don't want. She flies off to say, I don't want.
Sure.
But if she takes the worm from you, then it's
game down.
Then it's game down.
Nyangena with my little birdie penis.
Nah, it's because people come and they fuck up all these things and it's a problem.
You know.
School.
I'm saying I wish it got to a point where it was clear, because in the gray we don't know. And unfortunately we were raised in a space where we were taught to be resilient, try harder, energy. You must chase.
Don't take no for an
Don't
answer.
take no. And a lot of it was played in the gray. The dance was in the
types of
gray.
no's.
But now this gray can result in guys getting arrested, or suspected getting assaulted, or suspected getting raped because of the gray. So we have to get to a point where we move away and
Make
we
it
say,
black and white.
and we say, this is it.
Now it needs black and white. And most
has
of
to-
the
Do you
people
want to have sex with me?
Yes
Oh
or
my
no?
gosh, why are you being so upfront?
Yeah.
Because I need to know if you want to have sex with
And
me.
I think we're going to context is there. That's how
If she asks.
I'm just about resistance.
If she asks, you tell her immediately.
But like this,
I've had guys that I
see-
know getting in trouble because they thought, and I don't want to think. I'd like to make sure you're comfortable.
I remember in varsity.
Gents,
My salwa lapo, move away because you're gonna get
I
in
used to
trouble.
tell guys, Guti, ask the girl, can I kiss you? Ne? And then the girls, because we'd have like sister raises.
Sure.
Ne? And like I was senior student in this race, so I'm trying to give advice. And then you'd have the girls saying, no, he
You
mustn't
know, man,
ask.
you know
He
when the
mustn't
moment.
ask. And I'm like, Machita, ask the lady,
Ask.
please may I kiss you? Oh, but you're taking away, it's no
The magical moment
The magical
and-
what, it's no longer sexy.
Fuck the
And
magic.
I'm like, because when the guy thinks what you're giving the signs and he leans in and it happens with take now he's gonna be in trouble.
Campus security.
Yeah, but now he's in trouble. So rather remove the romance.
Sure.
Because he doesn't know anymore, because the gray is such a dangerous space to play. So now he has to ask. And even during sex, he must always ask, are you still okay? Was that right? Are you still enjoying it? Because I'm not.
Oh, is Durex short for during sex? Hey. During sex, Durex.
I-editor iyakwazi ukuthi ifake lama-trigonometry ne-maths.
Yeah. Please
Iyakwazi
put it in
ukuyifaka
there,
lento
man.
le.
Hey, maybe Durex is from during sex. So I'm listening to you. Sorry.
Geometry. It could be, eh?
Durex.
Because I used to...
Durable sex.
Durable
During
sex.
sex.
During sex.
Because I used to say to Jess, Guti, throughout the journey,
Durable latex. Sorry.
maybe. Guti, like, ask. Like, try to be sweet now. You're still enjoying it, are you? Yabona usaphakathi in it. Because abaningi labantu laba, somewhere they'll say, I wasn't feeling it somewhere, and I tried to, and then you just wanted to finish.
Regrets is the thing.
Regret is a big thing.
We may not even talk about it. Even niggas. Yeah. You might be inside a chick and be like, I actually just want to fucking go home.
Yeah, I need to
I don't even know if I want to bust. Hey, but ngathi ngapasta fethu ngihambe.
Eh?
As an honorable man,
But let's say asking
Yeah,
those
what
questions.
John-
Asking those questions.
You guys get naked. The way she starts making noise and the way it sort of starts smelling as well.
Oh.
Hey, you're like, hey.
I'm gonna
aye.
put in a position that you know or skeet and the
She doesn't want that position. She's like, go down.
Wow. And you- and-
It's
and you know if it smells, you can't even do it from the back, bro. Because lelo phunga lelo. Ubhekane nalo leli phunga leli.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, phela thina ngithi sina sazi le genge leyo 4 ekseni ujive subonke uyajive. Subonke phuza utshwala uyahuda toilet.
Okay.
Subonke.
Let me change the topic. 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 Let me change the topic.
Sopa.
Let me change the topic.
Sopa.
Let me change the
Because
topic.
with every hit, go to poof. Poof. Yo, boy.
That means you're being assaulted at that point.
That's what I mean.
You should go open a case.
All rise for no.
No, sisi young assault.
No, but there needs to be clear-cut communication because we very sensitive to our sisters and our brothers at the same time, and we don't want the situation because it's just getting worse because people aren't communicating before, during, after.
Can we shut it down?
No, we are shutting it down. I think.
Okay. Yeah. No,
Not
guys,
to
let's
repel
go.
her,
No,
gonna-
let's go.
Sure.
Let's shut it down.
So one of the things we also said we raised when I was chatting to Untlantla Lux was he's building a school. So he's trying to model his rehab into a school.
Sure.
And I said to him, it would be so cool. This thing of Amachita competing on cars, on houses, on jobs. If many of us with a similar dream were competing on schools. I know you've had a dream of opening a school. I remember Sunshine wanted a school at some point.
Yeah.
I'd love to open a school. Imagine if we all, just like the schools we have in South Africa, we're all opening like mini schools, but we're competing. Like say, like an example is the soccer team, because one of our mutual mates, Usiabulela Ncane, it's got CIA, FC, Tsakan, Ikaslagu. So imagine if we all had our own soccer teams. So we become like mini Patrices. Makufika zami into anashanga ama track suit ezakho ifika
with the shirts and tie.
Yes.
Building
Good
the
healthy
community,
things.
building the
So
community.
but I was going back to the issues of charity and soft skills. All the problems we have, they almost all, for me, there's the home, of which a lot of homes are dysfunctional. You can do what you can. Then there's school. And if at least kids can learn when they get to school, everyone is teaching them on campus. Sir, ma'am.
Yeah.
They're greeting, they shake hands with each other. So that wherever they go, people are like, you go to Kibine. Oh, why would you say that? No, I know that the lights is at Kibine, when they say a lady, they do this. We know whenever it's dirty, they pick up. We know whenever, and when you hire them, this was one of the selling points of Ushembe, by the way. So Ushembe, Isaiah Shembe, got a piece of land. Obviously, he started his church because he started off shadowing in the church and then eventually broke away. And in the breaking away, he merged Christianity with Zulu beliefs to build the Ibandla Lama Nazareth. He had a piece of land, they were farming. His whole thing was self-sustenance. I think Pixley Kai Sakasemi was trying to do the same thing, Dacha Fontaine or something, because he also had a piece of land, by the way, one of the co-founders of the ANC. So Shembe did that, and at some point the land was too little and there wasn't enough livestock.
Sure.
So some of the people had to go and get jobs. But one of the things he was big on was discipline. You arrive on time, we don't drink here, you work really hard so that when people want to hire, they ask, are you Shembe? Oh, you've got the job. Because we come so highly recommended. Uhirisha umuntu ophethe istar, says ZCC. I remember your mom at some point speaking about, I don't know if it was guys from Malawi, but she was speaking about some of these foreign guys from Africa, and that there are people that prefer hiring the ones who are Muslim because they know they won't come to work drunk. That just on its own is already like, you're Muslim.
I've got personal experience with hiring a helper.
Sure.
Uguti, like every time I've hired helpers from Zim, if you say get to work at 6:30, they at 6:15. From my experience, you know, whereas Abetu, most would say I need you at 7:30. 7:30? You know, so there's that.
So I was just saying it would be cool if we had schools, and then whatever your philosophy is.
Yeah.
Because you can have the normal curriculum, syllabus, what.
Sure.
But then there's something special about your school. Like, I keep messing up the school, but it's called Sasematateni and Newcastle. I don't want to butcher the name. Where the girls all had short hair, no earrings, no nails. And then these schools. You see, I don't want to mention them because I don't know if it was Usamgela or one of the schools.
One of those schools.
But this girl is Sasematateni. Sure. And then for them, it was standard that school doesn't end at like 2. They do extra maths, what, till, and they have weekend school. It's standard procedure. So by the time they get 100% and what, they drilled. It's not cool, it's not sexy, but yes, that's the product that comes out.
As you get in there, what grade 8, you already know what's up.
Sure.
Okay. You know. Anyways,
if we could have schools, even with the charity, one of the reasons I left is because I had a model where Africa Tikkun, really great non-profit. So the biggest charity work I've done was in Alexandra. I forget, time of very highly respected. I just forget his name and I apologize. He's got a hole there, like the equivalent of like Omaponya there. He had a hole there and Africa Tikkun took over his hole. It was during COVID. And there were all these trucks, Martin Klong, all these trucks where there were impupu, blankets, and we were just dishing out, but it was a collective effort. It wasn't him. He was just offering his space and what. Africa Tikkun's got I think Orange Farm in Hillbrow as well. They've got these centers where when you hear the story is they went to a place that needed help, where the kids were playing in the streets, and they started off with a soup kitchen. And they said, we'll come here once a week just to feed the kids. Then they realized the kids actually need more food. So then they ran a soup kitchen every day. But then after they feeding the kids, they're like, but these kids are just running around. So they got a center where we feed you and then you get to stay here. Why are you here? No, my mom works 9 shift or they come home late. So you at least you have a safe space where we feed you here. While you're here, let's maybe help you with homework. While you're here. So Africa Tikkun became something, I think it's I stand to be corrected, but I think it's the Labner family. I think they're Jewish. The furniture. I think it's the Labner family, the kids who started this thing, if I'm not mistaken. They've got all the biggest companies. Your Shanduka, I don't know about Glencore and about Anglo. They've got all the right donors. It's very, very well run. A lot of money. I think Uloiso Bala is one of the ambassadors. There's a chick, Umboya, who was on Istingo.
Okay.
Dark skinned. What was her name?
The one that was dating the king.
I don't remember.
Keep going.
Anyways, I think so. Dark skinned chick, small with a unique voice.
She became a bodybuilder at some point.
Hectic. But something Mboya.
Okay, she goes to our gym. Yeah.
Lumboya.
Bunny?
That lady, she goes to our gym.
So Nandipa. Something Mboya. Anyways.
Okay, yeah.
So you also can see their financials. The first time I had KFC at Hope, it was at one of their centers. I was like, hey, kanti imali iyasipana. Because ukudla kuyaphuma masubuza kuthiwa no, we get money from KFC at Hope. I was like, no, dope.
That's crazy.
Hey, nami ngishaya iplate la with KFC at Hope. It's now fully fledged. Even the kids that have finished school, because of the companies that are a partner, the kids get to do vacation work. They fast, like, it's such a brilliant program. So before I left charity, I adopted an area. I won't mention the area. And I was like, I'm going to use the same model. I'm going to start with soup kitchen, and then I'm going to graduate to what. And it was around those times where like parents were like, "Ay, nina ngathi nthunywe government nidli imali." And the kids were also like, "Ay, lo kudla kumnandi njengokudla kwa last week."
Oh gosh.
And you're like, okay.
It's done.
You're like, okay.
Closing remarks.
That's my closing, by the way. The thing of schools is the solution. And if it's not going to be a school, maybe after school, this is important.
Yeah, sure.
I'm sorry.
Go for it.
Did I mention this last week?
Doesn't matter.
Madrasa.
Oh, you didn't mention it last
No, you
week.
did it.
So there's madrasa, and Jewish kids that don't go to a Jewish school have Hebrew and Torah lessons, I think once a week at minimum.
Yeah.
So the Muslims go to madrasa, I think every day, if they're not at an Islamic school. And then the Jewish kids, if they're not at a Jewish school, have these lessons. What that does, going back to identity, which I mentioned, is, yes, so often the maths and science, but no one is teaching us how to be a man. Like amaXhosa, nokoluka, and uyentabeni, or ebush, whatever, which is only when they're 18 or whatever.
For a certain time. And
These kids from a young age, integrated into their education is how to be a man, how to be a woman, how women dress, how women speak. Men provide, men do this. You do that just like maths and science for 12 years.
Done.
By the time you want to get married, you're not shocked. Everyone knows a man doesn't do that. Everyone. You don't, like, your mind's not being blown. You're like, if the reason you don't say please, thank you is because you're a rebel. But you're like, but we all know. You get up, you take off your hat, you say yes, ma'am. You get to a door, you open, you're like, ladies, everyone knows it because we went to this school. But now because we're raising kids on feminism and equality, when a girl is like, what type of a man does that? You're like, I don't know where you think I learned how to be the man that you're in movies. I don't watch the same movies as you. I watch Christopher Nolan. I don't watch Tyler Perry. I don't follow Banban on YouTube. I don't watch, I watch Joe Rogan. So we misaligned. So in part of this, the schooling thing and what I'm saying about worldview, and maybe this is something for you to think about in terms of your soccer team. It's one thing to give you something to do, but it's like, what philosophy is going to be unique about you? Is it maybe that you're helping all the kids start a YouTube channel or something that is, that's why Kibine FC is the first start. They wear my name. And they know but what are some of the things that are so vital to you about Lentwana must greet or speak Tswana, whatever, that they always greet in Tswana. The same way we get up and you're like, good morning, sir. Good morning, ma'am. Meneer, you're like, no, with me, whenever I arrive, Tswana. just Tswana, because that's what I want to impart on you, type of situation. Take them to watch movies. Maybe my dad was big on movies with his soccer boys. That might be something that inspires them. But if we're going to do this thing of identity and fixing and having a worldview where Penson wants kids that he thinks this is what a kid should be. Intwana should gym. Intwana should respect. Intwana should work hard. Intwana build a school or have a schooling program like madrasa. That is like, Ulungelo believes in feminism. Fuck him. My brother's woke and whatever. Me, my boys, you hit gym. We shoot guns. We do this. You must have a dog. Every boy, this is your lion. My brother doesn't believe in animals, but this is my worldview. And then my boys will be little soft, woke, but that's my school. And we do that. But these lessons, I think, and if we can't do them integrated into school, someone needs to come up with let's call it a weekend program. Because kids do karate.
Whatever, yeah.
Kids do karate, kids do coding, kids do Sunday school once a week. Your kids are at Sunday school learning about Noah. But they're not
Learning about Noah.
once a week learning about your family history, your family culture.
Just 30 minutes.
How you speak to a
Can
woman.
change so much.
What are the songs that we sing? This is what's expected of you as a boy, of a mother. This is the type of woman you must aspire to be with. All of these women, no. If she shakes her palms, no. If she says, thank you, sir, yes.
Kono one otima shake wabuthi.
Huh?
Kono one. Angithi rebel.
It was no.
No, guys, you need to close. I should go back to my kiddos.
What am I closing? I don't think I have. This episode airs, I don't know when, but it's in the new year.
Okay.
Look, in Jan, I pray.
Okay, so this is the 20. What's the date today? 23rd.
Yeah, 23rd.
Of December.
Yeah, I think second week of Jan.
Okay.
Of it, I just hope and pray to that you guys all achieve what you need to achieve. Man, I know it's a new year. People put in, like, I've got new things for the year that I need to achieve. New year resolution. I hope you stick to it, man. And I think what most people suffer with is the fact that they don't really want to unpack, like a simple thing. When Mlotshwa is speaking about, living, is it below or under your means?
Below your means.
Below your means. We believe in that. Like, if we call a 50,000, like, 20, that's how I live in Malako, people don't want to go into the nitty-gritties of why aren't things going the way they should be going. Really, really unpack it. If we speak about it maybe from a perspective of you can't handle money. If it's genuine, you believe in New Year resolutions, take out all your bank statements and for the previous year. And I know we're gonna say someone didn't train them, blah blah blah. But I gotta say what I gotta say, so that whoever takes it takes it. Print them out, man.
Therapy, financial advisor, life coach.
Yeah.
To assist you.
Okay, cool.
Where people feel like I don't have capacity, maybe the resolution should be go find a life coach, go find a therapist, go find a money advisor.
Okay, cool.
To help you if you don't know where to start.
Speak to your banker for some people. Yeah, print it out as well. Highlight where you're losing all the money. I had one uncle of mine who had visited him in the Northwest. People won't make a link to him because he's deep in the Kibine family. Like, no, because my money just disappears. I'm like, what do you mean? Money just disappears.
I'm done. Magician.
No, in fact, as I live in Shaispana, I attended 4 a.m., I think after 6 months, same problem. I'm like, uncle, no, man. So I got a statement. After like 3 months, like, okay, sharp. You think I for the whole year? Highlight. That's all I must highlight. Wow. By sharing you, man. When I'm all holy, there's a pattern. From me 25 until 5, your money disappears. He in the flop. I spend on I want to spend on human beings. I'm like, it's not what it's not what disappear or whatnot, So I'm saying, I'm just giving an example with this, whether it's you not going to the gym, figure out all these things, man. Any addiction that you have, really sit down and unpack what it is, man. Because I don't believe in New Year things. But I've realized that many people believe in it. But if you truly, truly believe in it, in fact, you sit down and go through the actual details as to why things are not going the way
Yeah,
they
I
should
still don't
be.
believe in New Year's.
Young
thing.
John, you have to.
Because if you want to change today.
Exactly. It's not a 2016.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
wants like a January, young John. So yeah, but that's
If you couldn't do it on the 31st, now you magically going to do it on the 1st.
yeah, there's some magic,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah. So that's my advice, man. I hope you guys really achieve those things, man. But to fully achieve, you must go into the detail.
Yeah.
Detail, and then I think that will help.
I think for me with the closing, much appreciated all the guidance, Machita. Caesar, anything you want to say? Okay. It is the 23rd of December and we're still hitting. And I know in terms of my own personal life, I'm still working even. Yeah, but and I'm still pushing my own things. We spoke about wanting lighties to learn the soft skills, want the lighties to learn the hard skills. I mean, I'm trying to be that example, whether it's intentional, unintentional. I want to be that guy who gyms right through. I don't want to take a break. Yeah, because I don't have the genetics I don't have the financial nest egg so I want to build my own things. And I think for those who are not inspired, it's okay, because we'll come and we will snatch the dishes out of your kitchen, you know, because Tina, we are totally aggressive. So December, yes, siyagrova, siyapuza, but Tina, also we've added that thing of working, you know. And I think whoever's watching this, there's I don't want to use that cliche of there's no days off, but there's no days off.
There's no days off.
Yeah, but we are spun, and then when you're tired, you rest. No, like we are spun, and when you're tired, you rest. Resting might look like 2 days. Resting
Human
might
beings
look
are
like
just lazy.
you
That's
know.
why then we need to go be fully honest.
Yeah, but so you have lighties that will ask you advice on podcast, record every day. You know, you have lighties that say, "Jim, Shama push up by 200 every day." Just craft until your body can't. Then you rest. You recover your mind, you recover your body, then you do it again. Rinse, repeat. So for all those guys that need guidance, that need direction, the guidance is work. Work is the cheat code. Work is the remedy. Work is the solution. So that would be my closing words for 2025, even though Abantu Bazobuya in 2026. Work. Work on your family, work on yourself, work on your relationship, work on your job. Regardless of how it looks like, even if you don't have a job, work on building yourself. Don't you stop. If you're tired, rest and work again. Anyway, that's me.
What close up, Mlotshwa?
I closed with the school.
Okay, cool. You want to say something else? I can feel it.
No. It was the movies thing, but it's done.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I think we're cool with it.
My gents, out.
That was thinking.